Come along, come along, come
I'm walking through this valley of tests, and I've never been a week caught in the wilderness. The power of God preserves I, guiding in all I do. So trotting through the heights and the depths, we trample frustration and we conquer stress. The power of God preserves I, and guides in all I do. So all the evils that mean me harm can go back where they came from. No demonic works perform shall prosper. Yeah, I tell you of your hand the science man come, 'cause him can't squeeze the lion palm. No demonic works performed shall prosper. The wages of blessing is ever living a life, so we keep our meditation in high. We'll weather the storm and put up a fight, 'cause we can do anything. And should you feel like giving up, let the strength of your ancestors fill your cup. The power of God preserves I, and guides in all I do. So all the evils that mean me harm can go back where they came from. No demonic words perform shall prosper. Yeah, I tell you of your hand the science man come, 'cause him can't squeeze the lion palm. Can't touch a lion, so strong. Roaring lion. And the more them a aisle up, at the more them business wild up. Yes, the more them come with science, no them can't break the heart of a lion. The more them a aisle up, at the more them business wild up. The power of God preserves I, and guides in all I do. So all the evils that mean me harm can go back where they came from. No demonic words perform shall prosper. Yeah, I tell you of the hand the science man come, 'cause him can't squeeze the lion. touch a lion. He's so humble. Can't touch a lion. Roaring. So strong. Lion.
Yes, welcome to the program. Welcome to the program for today, Tuesday, the 24th of May. And you know, it's weeks now, and more than weeks, the 24th of May. And you know, it's weeks now, and more than weeks, this program has used the reality of a prison colony to help to remind you of the situation that we are in. This program for weeks and for months and for years now, but especially in the recent weeks, this program has used the reality of a prison colony to remind who care to learn of the situation, how we reach in the situation that we are really in. Me and my people was never, my foreparents and our foreparents, we the African in Jamaica, we were never any slave. We was prisoner, and forced labor, prisoner under forced labor. The same forced labor we are run the government, you know. Forced labor. And them call we labor force. And as been saying in recent weeks, a prison colony. And after hundreds of years, even when them say that we are now liberated, we're still imprisoned in this. The vast majority of our people is imprisoned in this situation. The vast majority of people. Because if people are cut loose without any land, they are still in prison. First thing, they can't leave here as them like. They have to go apply for a passport. And you yourself, you, old coot, you yourself state that you don't must get a passport. You don't must get a passport. And if you don't have no land, landlessness worse, even worse than passportlessness. Well, now, you know, say, the guy where you say push him finger in the lion mouth there, and the Prime Minister that. You remember when the Queen of England Grand Picnic them come over there and Wholeness Arrange. I sorry him call him that. I don't like call him name because some people claim say me a fight against him. I don't have no time to fight against no Wholeness. Him is just a little cog. Wholeness is just a little cog. Just a little cog. When the Queen of England Grand Picnic them come over there, them arrange, them come here for help them, you know. The government of Jamaica send for the Queen them Grand Picnic to come help them. Them send for the President of India to come help them. And them send for many others to come help them. The PNP do it when them ready to. Send for Obama to come help them. And send for Prime Minister of Japan to come help them. And send for Cameron, the Prime Minister of England, to come help them. Anytime them want help for hold on upon authority, them send for these kind of people. Alright, when the Queen of England Grand Picnic them come over there, you remember when them carry them on a trench town? You remember when them carry them on a trench town? Carry them down a trench town and then belittle the people at trench town. Belittle the people at trench town. And you remember the photograph with them at the mesh wire? Then if you know, say, Jamaica is a prison colony, and if you know, say, I refer to the zoo many times over the last 2 weeks. This is the zoo situation where them bring you in a captivity and make money off of you, either by your work or people pay for come look for you. But you still have to work because meanwhile up and down in the zoo, I work, you work, you know. Because animal only work is to look food and to survive. Wild animal. Wild animal only work is to look food and survive. So them just they make them and they make them stay in there and they make money off of them. The zookeeper make money off of them. We talked about that over the last few weeks. You remember the picture of the Queen of England Grand Picnic? Down at Trenchtown. And the crowd, them bring a crowd for come. Them bring a crowd for the Queen Grand Picnic them for look upon, you know. Them bring a crowd for the Queen Grand Picnic for look upon. And then put up one of the fence like we say. One of the same fence like we see the lion behind the fence. And you see all little kind of all picnic people, big people, picnic all kind of people behind the fence. A disgrace. Them belittle the people so much them put them behind the fence as animal, you know. Exhibit. And bring the Queen of England Grand Picnic them, you know. Come look upon them and touch them through the fence. Touch them through the mesh wire. Touch them through the mesh wire. So while our people is just like the said animal in the zoo, you know, so most of the animal in the zoo, after a while, them get docile. Them is wild animal, you know. Them is not domesticated animal or animal that's supposed to be confined. Wild animal. But them get docile after a while, after some years. Them get docile, but them still resent the confinement, you know. Them resent the confinement. And you see how the government of Jamaica, which is the tool of Britain and America, the government of Jamaica, which is the tool of Britain and America, you see how them use the Solian police. The Solian police of Jamaica is not to defend Jamaica from a foreign enemy. No. The Solian police in Jamaica is to keep the people under control and at gunpoint. Is to keep the people at gunpoint. You know, so the whole heap of incident over the many years, the same 60 years with them say them independent. Look, you know, so the whole heap of many incident with the Solian police. I taunt the people them. And recently it step up. Where them all a batter pregnant woman. That happened before. Them kill pregnant woman before. But them batter pregnant woman. Them do all kind of something and them say the people are stress them out. That them send them in the community to stress out the people. To keep the people under control. Them, the government, send the soldier in the community, not to befriend the people. To keep them under control and make them know, say, if you know want to rise up in a Jamaica, a gunshot on a reach. That is the message what the government send. But you think them send them in the soldier and police out of a pet you. They send the soldier and police out of a pet you and friend you up and keep a good relationship with the public. Nothing of the sort. The soldier and police come out of the same population as the prisoners of war. The soldier and police is prisoner of war now. But them select out some of them and provide an organization that them can join that organization and get a job where you get better than average pay. Because soldier and police pay is better than the average pay where poor people get. Especially poor people who don't have no profession. Because as people who don't have no profession, make up the army, you know. You have 1 and 2 people get some little training otherwise. 1 or 2. But it's mostly people who, all them do them join the army and police. And them get trained as that is them profession. Soldier and police. So them never have no profession before them going there. Them going there to be made into professional soldier and police. And the purpose of professional soldier and police in Jamaica is to keep the population under control. So, anytime you look on the video again with the lion, with the man, days after days, the man they provoke the lion, you know. But him do it for money. Him do it for money, you know. Him do it for people to take picture. And him will get a tip more time and him get paid for do them thing there. And him is not the only one. Many other workers there, like, them is like the government. Them is the government. Many other workers there have been provoking this lion and doing different things to the lion so that people who come there can take picture. Him is not the only one. And the ownership of the zoo under the government of Jamaica, one Jamaican, them is just a little local servant. But the ownership of the zoo, the government of Jamaica is just like the management and the workers in the zoo. Management and workers in the zoo. Like from Governor General and Prime Minister come around to the soldier and police. All of them are the same thing, but in a different capacity. And there it is, them always been prodding and taunting the people of Jamaica. Meanwhile, making a money off of the confinement of them. Anyway, we're not going to dwell too long on that. Let's hear from Queen Africa. Say, lioness on the rise. Look over here, no? Is she there?
Are you ready? 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 When the roll is called up, I'll be standing taller to face the darkest and the hardest of times. We'll be taking care of all the children thereof, but if it's required, we'll be on the front line. You can call me by my name, I am ready to roll. Once the rules remain the same, how the story's been told. Call me anytime, never cop out. Lioness is on the rise, don't you ever have doubt. Never say never, willingness forever to fight and be strong. Once it's for better, I'll write every letter and moving right along. And I'll roll with the punches, accept changes, work with the formula, do what I have to do, and call me by my name, I am ready to roll. Once the rules remain the same, how the story's been told. Call me anytime, never cop out. Lioness is on the rise, don't you ever have doubt. When you are willing to serve, we have room to observe, to see if you can walk the walk you took. Let me give you my word, my voice must be heard. Bravery is a piece of my heart. Call me by my name, I am ready to roll. Once the rules remain the same, how the story's been told. Call me anytime, never cop out. A lioness is on the rise, don't ever have no doubt. When the roll is called up, we'll be standing taller to face the darkest and the hardest of time. We'll be taking care of all the children thereof, but if it's required, we'll be on the front line. You can call me by my name.
Yes, the sound of Queen Africa, the lioness on the rise. It is so ironic. I seen a paper today. The government, the Prime Minister say, Mandela Park in half a tree there. It's not glorious enough for Anna Nelson Mandela. I want the park for do something else now. So here him come now. Mandela Park in Africa is not glorious enough to honor Nelson Mandela. They might go do something greater for Nelson Mandela. I want them on the park have some other plan for it. Just like how them a plan for race course it, to glorify Siaga and about them a build Parliament building. Anyway, ironically, Nelson Mandela is a big disappointment. A lot of people who do some great work afterward them let down the side. Nelson Mandela, a great disappointment after him do some great work and serve 26 years. And ironically again, him went into prison the day before Jamaica's so-called independence. So the heroics of the 27 year in prison and the so-called heroics of Jamaica 60-year independence, which is a falsehood. A falsehood. It and Mandela did run concurrently. It and Mandela sentence. And Mandela disappoint, let down the whole liberation of Africa. The turn and the move them when make off them come out of prison and turn prime minister. Let down and disappoint the whole liberation of Africa. And South Africa now is very much like Jamaica, and them have similar colors, you know. The national colors, the so-called national colors of Jamaica and South Africa is so similar. So similar. And the two countries are two puppet states. Two puppet states. A country like South Africa that we're looking forward for. To be a great bastion of the continental government that we would like, that we hope will be built. Continental government. One federal government over the whole continent of Africa. South Africa is a puppy show when it comes to that. And most of the people who was part of the liberation struggle, them is there now enjoying good relation with the white people. Them is the white people front. Them are the white people front. Them is not even the general. Them are them private and them front. Anyway, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. We go to some live chat here now. First one from Knowledge is Sports. Good afternoon. They look like them there somewhere foreign where there's a different time zone. Good afternoon. Early for class today. Patrick from New York City. Thought it would be about 11 o'clock. But them say good afternoon. It might be 12 for him. Live chat. Bob Cosmic said greetings. Bongo Jerry. Keep it straight like 6 o'clock. Mr. D say, Ross Bongo and Bess FM family, peace and prosperity. Come on, last say, good morning, Uncle Jerry. Tuned in from North Philadelphia, blessed love. Pablo of Music, say, Harry Bongo Jerry. Morning to the universe, Bess FM crew and all attentive listeners and callers. Still working for truth and right. Love to all. Another day in paradise, Harry. Del Ryan said, greeting Bongo Jerry. Great friends are hard to find, difficult to leave, impossible to forget. May all things bright and beautiful be your day. Tuesday blessing, UK up. Where is it? Yes. Ken Brown say, greeting salutation. Welcome, I am on. Ready to on the square, Bess FM, Brixton. Del Ryan is a master teacher, is a light that illuminates the past and a key that unlocks the door to the future. Bess FM shout out to the world. Pablo said, touch the button, please. Touch the like button. I think Pablo tell you, I encourage you to do. Have a call. All right, we're going to get to the telephone. Good morning. Excuse me. And welcome to the program.
Wagwan Bongo, man.
Fine, thank you, man. Wagwan.
I give thanks for it, you know. Me hear a reason why I take the crown land them in Jamaica where the European them own.
Yeah.
6 active for 6 months for your African. You know?
6 months. 6 months what?
6 months for 6 active.
Yes. 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 A Jamaica African pick some Aki in a king's house land and get 6 months in prison.
So I see something with South Africa. The whole of Africa, owned by Europeans.
Yeah.
And the Caribbean, them want one of the whole like to again.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you, like, we the people are going to rise up against that.
There's no doubt about it.
Bongo man, give thanks again, yeah?
Yeah, man, as I say, South Africa, a great disappointment. Not all of the people of South Africa, you know, the so-called leadership of South Africa.
Yeah, the leadership. The leadership of the problem, you know, man.
Let down by Nelson Mandela and others.
Them is a set of lackeys and yes, man.
Yeah, man, they make compromise and accept privilege and praise and Nobel Peace Prize and all them things.
I'm going to think I know for a sign of false agreement against the African.
Yes, and the pity is that them do some great work before that, you know, but A lot of people who do great work afterwards, them demand even greater pay. We're greater than the work with them do.
Things are come up to bomb in a Bongo.
Yeah.
Give thanks, Bongo, man.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Yes, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Bob Cosmic said, that is the correct word, Jerry. Exhibition. Denital Bosco said, most natural, may I ask. Jerry Small, give thanks these moments in edification. Bess FM family. Sister D. Ruben said, can I talk about the summit them having at Geneva, Switzerland, where the World Health Organization through the cabal look for take worldwide sovereignty of health? I think this is why them did a meet up them brethren. Yes, I saw some posts on the internet about some upcoming conference. And it start already, I think it started on the 22nd of May in Geneva, where Biden and others proposing to try to implement and enforce vaccination or lockdown upon the whole world. Have a next call? Next call. Good morning, welcome.
Morning, my brother. How are you with?
Wagwan, man. Franco.
Bless up now, my brother. Bless up now. Boy, me have a thing where mention to you for see what you have to say about it. But me I go use me as an example because some like deal with things. Me not feel like say me should have waste taxpayers' money, Jerry say. And catch me on camera, shoot people, or molest people who go picking me, or thief people, go catch me red-handed on camera. Feel so me should have just straight to prison, It shouldn't be no waste of taxpayers' money for trial and something there, What do you think about that, brother?
If you are caught on camera, though, stealing people, what?
Stealing people, things, goat, whatever.
Yeah.
Murdering, shooting people, killing people, stabbing people.
All right, just say instead of you should be sent straight to prison instead of what?
Instead of wasting taxpayers' money.
How the taxpayers' money would be wasting?
Well, by going to trial.
Going to trial. What is trial?
Going to court.
No, trial is trying what? Trying to see what? Trying to do what?
Trying to see if I'm innocent or guilty.
And you don't believe that it is necessary to demonstrate to the public, to your family, to the people who are going to miss you out of the community, and to all other human beings, there's a reason why you are going to prison. You don't think that should be demonstrated to the public? You think people are supposed to... Hold on, please. You think that when people are caught on camera and it look like them doing something, it must not be shown. You don't think the footage should be shown to the public?
It's already shown to the public.
No, hold on. I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to tell me whether you think it should be or shouldn't be. If you are caught on camera in a tree picking some things, the public can't know if it's your property or another property unless the public know your property and unless the public see the footage. You don't think the footage should be displayed before you put in prison?
Yeah.
Well, the displaying of the footage and the proving said the footage was accurate and it was not a movie you was acting in, and that is not your yard, and all of those proving, that is what named trial. You try the tape and you try the footage to see if the footage really stand up. That is what named trial,
Yes, sir, I hear you. I hear you.
Do you understand that the public who going to miss you out of your neighborhood and the public who going to miss you out of the radio program should be shown the footage so that they can understand why you are missing out of the program and why you are not allowed to talk on the phone on the program? You don't think the public should be shown those things?
Yes, sir.
That is what that is what named trial. That is what named trial and due process. The process of demonstrating that somebody has violated the interest of the public, it must be shown beyond the shadow of a doubt that yes, it's true, you did go against the public interest. That's what named trial, you know.
Okay, yeah, I know, sir. But I'm saying, I was referring to the shooting that go on over in Buffalo, New York, you know?
Yes, the shooting that go on, the 18-year-old boy will buy the gun, buy the ammunition, drive him car go, and him put it live on the internet. That meanwhile him a do it, people can watch him a do it. And him go inside of the place and him start to shoot people and that. You say him should go to prison without being tried? No, just give me one word and then we talk about the he this and he that. You say him should go to prison without being tried?
Yeah.
Yes. So therefore he must go to prison without we seeing the footage then.
No, you see, that's the trial.
No, don't give me a long answer. It's going to take too long. That's why some kids last all 4 days, you know. Because whole up a long answer and go wrong and go round. But sometimes it is necessary for go wrong and go round. So that no shadow of no doubt, no left. You think him should be put in prison without we, the public, see the footage?
No.
No, so we must see the footage. So we must arrange a day when the footage going to show, right?
Yeah.
And we must keep him confined under guard until the footage show, right?
Yeah.
And it must be proven that the footage was not a movie show, because it could be a movie where him did acting 2 years ago, you know, and somebody come taking the movie now and trying to put him in prison. You understand that?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So it must be demonstrated that it was not show him was acting in. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it must be demonstrated that the people dead. Don't it must be proven that each one of the people who dead, don't them name must call up, and don't them face must be shown while them was alive and alright, and don't them face must be shown when them dead.
Yeah, man,
and don't them face must be shown meanwhile them a get the shot and a drop down. And don't
Yeah.
people must come testify say it's them. That is what trial is, you know. All of those things must be ensured, say yes it is true or no it is not true. That is what trial is about.
Yes, man. Yes,
And
man.
how can we abandon testing things? You know what? You say when you taste, you say when you say you go buy some guinea and you say make a taste one first. You know what the word taste mean?
Test.
Yes, the word taste is the next form of the word test. And people taste things to test them. You understand? And them test things to see how the thing tastes. And human beings, little by little, are learning how to regulate them community so that it will be difficult for somebody to violate the community and the community now call them to account and then say to the person, say, you should pay for this and you must pay for it in this way, and you can also pay for it in that way. And when you're done, we're going to examine if you're going to behave good when you come out and so on and so forth. And if you behave good, nobody must stop you from get a job. And if you get deported and you find out, say, you never get deported in a clean way, nobody must penalize you in Jamaica, and so on and so on.
In the same case there over in Buffalo, New York, I'm wondering if the tables was reversed, if it was a black person shooting so much white people, I wonder if he would still be alive today.
Hold on, no. Anyway, let me answer you. Most likely, if the tables were turned and it was a black person, do that. Most likely something else more drastic did happen. You hear what happened in Mandeville where they?
Yes, man.
A Mandeville where they, one hard-working citizen of one community, not in Mandeville, go to Mandeville. The people in Mandeville don't know him in a film community, you know. And the next person from a next community come to Mandeville and see that hard-working man and say, that man look like a man who robbed me where they. Him not sure, you know. And him start say to the crowd around, that man robbed me with day. And him not supposed to get away with the robbery. And the crowd don't know neither him, the taxi man will make the complaint, or some of them know him, and them don't know the man we point out, and them turn down upon him, and them say, hear me now. You see from a man say you get robbed, you have to go straight to prison and straight to cemetery, like what Franco say. And that's how they mob the man and mandible away there. So you see how dangerous it is, the idea. Hold on, the idea that look pretty to you, say, no trial, straight to death or straight to prison. You see how that idea can lead to mob action?
Franco no said that, Jerry. Franco
No. And I never said Franco said that. You know. I'm trying to show you how. If we decide, say, no prison when a guy do something plain and straight, little more people going to be able to convince the crowd, say somebody do something when the crowd never really see it. And then now the crowd just turn down upon the man. It's little by little these things happening. It not one time, you know. It don't happen because of you, Franco, you know. It happen because somebody say, you know, say Franco right. And the next time you hear somebody accuse something, me I turn down upon the man. Me not even listen Franco for say, me go look upon the footage. You know, say little by little, that's how these things go little by little.
Yeah, I know some of us now not really think, man. Some of us not really think. You get what I'm saying? I know that.
Yes. That's why, because some of us not think, that's why some of the rest of us have to think twice to make up for the half when I think. So you have to think twice.
Yeah, the shooting we're going over in Buffalo just grieved me, Jerry.
I know it grieve you. That's why I know it must grieve us to a point where we get together and find a way where no one can get away with these things. The solution is not to execute judgment without trial, but the solution is to make judgment be sure and positive and beyond a shadow of any doubt. That is why the American Revolution have to go complete. The American Revolution we established the United States was a white revolution, and it's still the white revolution and the white nation of America still carrying out injustice upon the rest of the people. Even them even carry out injustice upon white people too. So not until the revolution complete, just like Jamaica. A revolution start at Jamaica many times, you know. Paul Bogue carry one chapter it. Marcus Garvey carry a next chapter. 1938, some man carry a next chapter. 1963, some Rastaman carry a next chapter, but it don't complete yet. That's why them can still push them finger in a lion mouth. It have to be completed.
Yeah, man, they have to take time hardly out, you know, man. Anyway,
but them no want to take time all out. Them is a photo opportunity, them a do it for you know. If our head accidentally reach in a lion mouth, or if lion put him head wrong our head, him mouth wrong our head, we must take time to take it out. But the one we are pushing him finger for photo up, I have no advice for him. No advice I know have for him. Go on, do it. Go on, do it. And the lion go on play fool. You see how the lion go on play fool? Them say him play fool, but him not play fool. Him play fool.
Yeah, man, myself don't have no advice for him.
I don't have no advice.
Me too busy. I try hard my head out of the lion mouth. Anyway,
no, don't haul it out. Don't haul it out. You take time.
Yeah, man.
And meanwhile, you take time. You say, please, brethren lion. Please, brethren lion. I never mean for you come put your mouth around my head. Please. Give me a break,
for
please.
real. For real, bro. Anyway, good hearing you. Bless.
Thank you very much, yes, sir. We have any more? Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Jerry.
Wagwan.
Yeah, man, respect my brother.
Cool.
You know that person that I think that text that you just read a while ago about something happening
World Health
in
Organization.
Geneva.
World Health Organization.
Yeah, World Health Organization. All right. I want you to know that at this moment, Jamaica have representatives down there right now.
Yeah.
So it's a thing where the Jamaican people, I don't think a lot of Jamaican people are aware of it. Understand me? So.
All right, like how you are aware of it now, explain it to me.
Well, what I am saying is that the recent COVID-19 mandate, what they wanted to pass about the vaccine and them things, is that I don't think they could have passed it because of the Jamaica health people them not recommending them to pass it. You understand me? So I am saying that they want to go to a higher authority now that can help them pass the vaccine mandate. That is my feelings.
Hold on. Do you understand what is happening in Geneva?
Yeah, Yeah, it's a meeting comprised of all different type of nations from on the planet. It's supposed to be about 40 odd nations at the moment down there.
You finish explain? That is not a full explanation.
Well, that is what I know so far.
All right, okay.
So-
So you understand that when we hear of things, it is necessary and useful for us to examine it and get more and more information.
I agree.
So just like Sister D. Ruben tell me a little bit about it, you come tell me a little bit. I want to hear more and more about it because I know that most of the things that happen in the world, the governments of the world doing it behind the back of the population of the world. I know that. But still, I am not going to jump to no conclusion. I'm going to walk to a conclusion, not jump to it.
Right.
And you understand me?
Yes, man.
So we need to know more, and yes, we need to know, because knowing more is how we're going to get for this dismantle up all of them plan where them have to hold way on you.
Jerry, you're correct, my brother. I'm on support 100% what you just
No, you bring something to the table, you know. And maybe more people, because I know I'm not at the table. I only hear dinner bearing.
I read that on a site named the Liberty Beacon, you know. It's an article I read, you know.
Yeah. I don't doubt what you're saying, but we need to hear more. And when we hear more,
but I only want the people them in Jamaica understand that we have representatives down there at this very moment.
Yes,
that is all I have
a lot of places the Jamaica government participating in different discussion behind our back. Just like the Commonwealth Secretariat thing. All these things is behind our back. Not in our interest, in them personal interest. In a Kamina Johnson interest and Holness interest and Johnson where they up in England, the Prime Minister of England interest.
100% right.
Their interest, not in the interest of the people of Jamaica.
Yes.
So as I agree that most of the things them do is behind our back. And little by little, they're not going to get away. They are pushing them finger in our mouth all the while. And sometimes the finger coming from which part the sun don't shine.
Right.
Thank you very much, yes, sir.
Yeah, respect, Jerry.
Thank you very much, yes, sir. We have any more call? The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. We have some more live chat. Yes. Bob Cosmic said maximum respect in all the chat. Sister D. Ruben said oneness. Kean Brown said Mr. Small listening to the music. Some of the people rage. Can some of these messages be seen in this time? I think so. That's why I play them too. Bob Cosmic said Mandela was compromised from the day he was released from captivity. It was all by design. I see that from early. I never see it from right away, you know. Some people see it before me, but I see it from early. When him come out of prison, and him go accept, because him get the Nobel Peace Prize on the condition, you know. Say the other guy must get it to the white man. And from there, so, little by little, we start to say a whole heap of conditionalities are going on where them not tell about. Bob Cosmic say, love to the eye, my senior sister. My next call? Let's get to the phone. Good morning, welcome.
Greetings, Bongo.
Well, go on.
I'm doing my building giving thanks as usual, you know.
Cool, no?
For what though?
Fine. Time short, go ahead.
Yes, give thanks and praise, man. My call this morning is about roads.
Road, eh?
As you know, in a country or economy, roads are one of the most important means of travel.
Yeah.
And to me, when I look at the amount of demonstrations that is going on right now, my brethren,
yeah.
And when you look at what the people are presenting to you, so I'm going to know how the powers that be not really attack that problem, because it is a real problem.
You don't know how them can attack that problem? If they're working, they can attack that problem. And here's the next thing, them is not no damn blasted powers that be. They are not any damn blasted powers that be. They get a little authority, temporary authority. But they're acting as powers can be, But here, one of the things that I know can wake them up. You see, anytime them not responsive to the people, them needs, and people go to them about 2 or 3 times, and them not responsive, whether it is the local government councillor or the MP. Just like you say, all the people, we've been blocking road in Jamaica, yeah, from your little boy. You know that?
True, man.
You know what them for block now? Instead of block the road?
God knows.
No. Block the constituency office and can't go in there. Whether the councillor or the MP not dealing with the constituency. Instead of block the road, you block him office. Block them office that them can't go in there. I bet you see some result.
Agreeable. Agreeable, my brother Jerry. Because even
I mean, I talk about good upstanding citizens for do them thing, you know.
Sure.
Good upstanding citizens will come out of them shell and join with the rest of the community and block the office of any local government representative, elected official that not responding and not carrying the thing relentlessly. And the MP also block them office. The MP could have wholeness. He could have Harris Chang. Block them office. Don't block no road. Block them office. And you're going to see how them respond. You hear how them going to respond. All wholeness and Harris Chang now. And going to call them solely and police. Like how them call them solely and police when they send up a Moortown. And them send solely and police up Moortown for them to support them ally, you know.
Yeah.
Now, I will concede that no election wasn't scheduled up a Moortown. So the young lady, when she said election keep, I know I go say no election keep. But they use solely and police to prevent some Jamaican citizens from leaving from one part of Jamaica and go in a Moortown. A wholeness and him collaborator them in the Maroon community in that part of Jamaica come together and call solely and police. That is what them have solely and police for now. Not to keep peace. Them have them there for not manipulate proceedings. Yes.
Most definitely.
Yes, yes.
And to add to that, to the roads, bridges.
Bridge, yeah. Them bridge not part of road, man.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't think they realize that.
Who not realize that?
The same people what we're talking about.
A joke you make, man. So them not realize that?
It don't look so.
No, man, we not talk like we have a joke.
No, but action speak louder than words.
No, it's not that them don't realize. Them don't care a damn blast what me and you saying. But when them find them constituency office block and them can't go in there as them please. Them not really want to go in there, no. But them want to go in there as them please. And when them find them can't go in there them please. You have to talk to you out of the road. When them come at the constituency office for go inside, them have to talk to you about the road before them go inside. And not just chat to you and get a little chat and then go inside. It block.
Yes, sir.
Instead of block road. And go right up to God knows too. Block God knows too.
Of course.
Yes, man.
Of course. You are correct, my brother, because the only way we will get going to get some form of
How the American Revolution kick off?
Tell me.
The American Revolution kick off when the American colonists, them wasn't even free yet, you know. Them was like a subject of England, but them decide so what? We not get no representation in the Parliament of England, because them a pay tax to England, you know. The little white man in America will come invade America. They must pay tax to England, you know.
Yeah, man.
And afterward, them said to themselves, taxation without representation is wrong. We not pay no more tax to England, and we don't have nobody in the Parliament of England. And furthermore, England have forced them not to import no tea straight from India or import no rum from Jamaica. England say the rum have to leave Jamaica and go to England first so that England can tax it and then go America. Or the tea have to left from India and go to England first. And the Americans say we're going to dash it off of the boat and keep a tea party. The tea, we will dash off of the boat. You know the seawater go make tea. Thank you. 11 o'clock.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
Watch it, Brown. Mind you drop and dash with the whole of the water, cause you would have to march right back down a river.
Boy, me no know when Star Plane gonna get better, you know. Me love my community and me no really want to leave, but I know road this. Me can't buy a car and drive pan this. Monique, we really have to start think about moving if we want better for our family.
Thankfully, not too long after this conversation, Monique Brown and other residents of Starapple Lane and surrounding Trelawney communities were able to enjoy easier access to and from their homes and businesses. This after recent rehabilitation works on two major roads in the area. The Jamaica Social Investment Fund JSIF, through its Basic Needs Trust Fund BNTF, partnered with the Trelawney Municipal Corporation and the National Water Commission to complete the infrastructure work on Common Road and Starapple Lane. The BNTF is the Caribbean Development Bank CDB's poverty reduction initiative executed across the region. It covers interventions across 5 areas, namely education and human resource development, access and drainage, water and sanitation, health and livelihood enhancement.
We have spent 106 million Jamaican dollars on that investment. And I say it would be an investment well done when you go through and look at what has transpired. The rainfall will generate heavy movement of water in some places. And so to ensure that the infrastructure is sustained for long periods, it has incorporated proper maneuvering and implementation of the necessary movement for water.
General Manager of Finance at JSIF, Orville Hill. He says the work was carried out with grant funding from the CDB.
And this is a grant, not a loan, that the government of Jamaica is going to be repaying. It is a grant given by the CDB to the government of Jamaica. We at JSIF are the implementing agency, and so we work with our partners in identifying the interventions that will benefit from these grants.
As Mr. Hill explains, for over 4 decades, farmers, taxi operators, and other residents were forced to carry out their daily activities in less than ideal conditions, which caused damage to vehicles and slowed commerce for farmers. Other residents described the journey along both thoroughfares as treacherous, with frequent slips and falls. The journey often became worse when residents fetched water from the nearby river. Some residents even considered relocating. President of the Troy Community Development Committee, Kedon Glaves, says the rehabilitated roadways have brought new hope to both Troy and Starapple Lane.
With the assistance of the Troy CDC, JSIF, our mayor, Mr. Colin Gager, and other stakeholders, the rehabilitation became a dream that turned out into a reality. As I express gratitude for the community, we will never forget that the highest appreciation is not to just utter words, but to do actions and live by them. So it relies on us as a community to work with the municipal corporation to utilize the resources through voluntary service to protect this road at all costs.
Mayor of Falmouth, Colin Gager, says protecting and maintaining the new road will require a change in behavior from residents.
The work has only just begun. So as we work together, I say to residents that you should remember to care and maintain the infrastructure.
He is urging members of the community to practice proper garbage disposal. This, he explains, will allow rainwater to flow freely, which will prevent the flooding of the roadways. The mayor has also warned residents not to deposit construction material on the roadway, as this too can cause damage to the newly built thoroughfares.
Now that we have a new road, we can finally earn a decent wage to feed my family. 1 already, 2 on drive. Come in, next stop, Starapple Lane, then down a Common Road.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
For a better choice in all your electrical supplies, A, authorized 3M dealer and better brand names. B, better service including free island-wide delivery. C, all major credit and debit cards accepted. It's ABC Electrical Sales. Shop number 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We make your electrical jobs as easy as ABC. Call 754-382-528 or fax 754-3659. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice.
What should a taxi service do for you? On-Time Taxi Service is more than just a ride to the other side of town. They offer clean and spacious vehicles, reliable service, and promise to always look out for their customers. They'll come when you call and take you where you want to go on time.
From anywhere at all. You can call us at 926-3866.
We are something special on the road.
Half a tree, one and drive, half a tree. Bossy, how we do I take taxi star?
Jano, I want to tell you, say, at 2 months now, my transmission mash up, and I check everybody and can't hear nothing positive.
Yeah, hear me? Yeah, waste all that time I shop around and never call the experts. Winters Auto have them. Them have over 35 years of experience and them diagnose the problem and get back your transmission brand new. For them service excellent and efficient. Trust me, man. Yeah, hear me? Call them at 929-7040 or go to them at 106 Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13 and talk directly to the boss. Just tell them I'm me send you.
Wow, you big star. Yeah, man, respect my boss.
Yeah, try calling, cause trust me.
Winters Auto Spares and Repairs, good afternoon.
What a relief.
Make me your radio and turn me up when you feel low.
Turn it
This
up a little bit.
melody was meant for you.
right
Sing
there.
along to my stereo.
Hey, my listening crew. This is your late afternoon companion to Shikalu on your 100 FM dial. Make sure you tune in and turn up every Tuesdays from 5 until 7 p.m. for OTAWTL. That is on the ear with me, yours truly. A program that will leave you inspired, entertained, and informed. With the credit giveaways each week. Street Link, where we go in the streets to find out from the people what is hot and what is not, and so much more. And guess what? You can now voice your birthday shout-outs on our WhatsApp line at 876-438-9442, and we'll play them live on air. So what are you waiting for? Turn up Tuesdays from 5 to 7 p.m. right here on Bess 100 FM, the station that is sizzling every day.
Vejan Printers for all your printing needs. We specialize in calendars, flyers, brochures, and more. Call us today at 968-7506. That's 968-7506. Or visit us at 4 East Bloomsbury Road, off Hagley Park Road. Vejan Printers, your best choice in printing.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. Best
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
Yes, good morning. Welcome back to the program. We're into the second hour here now. Today, Tuesday, the 24th of May. And we are going to straight to the telephone. Good morning and welcome. Not there? Still there? Good morning. Welcome. Drop that call. Not there? All right. Going to some live chat here now. The numbers are 619 1508. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Ready for the next call? All right. Ready? Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Small.
How you doing, ma'am? How you doing, ma'am?
Not too bad, sir. I am calling from Trial in St. Elizabeth.
Trial, okay.
I am asking you what is good
the
for
radio.
cholesterol.
Get somebody to turn on your radio here, ma'am, please.
Okay, I am asking if you know anything good for cholesterol.
If you know anything good for cholesterol?
Yes, sir.
Well, I am not an expert, but one of the best things for cholesterol is to cut down eating things that having plenty cholesterol. You ever find out about the things that we have in cholesterol? Which food?
No.
You don't know any food we have in cholesterol?
No.
Well, plenty of the flesh food I think have in cholesterol, and I think egg have it into an so one of the first things you do, you have a little book where you can write down something, you know?
Yes, sir.
Well, one of the first things you can do is can inquire from people who know more than me, like nurses and doctors and other people. Find out what food have in cholesterol. And even you have any children or any relative that have internet on them phone or them have computer them yard?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can ask them now to go on the internet and find out which food carry plenty cholesterol. But I hear that there's more than one kind of cholesterol, and I hear that some cholesterol not as bad as some other one. You know?
True.
So who tell you that your cholesterol is high?
Because me have diabetes, high blood pressure, so me have cholesterol.
So diabetes and high blood pressure mean that you have cholesterol?
Yes, doctor tell me so.
The doctor? And the doctor never tell you which food have in cholesterol?
No, sir.
I hear say all peanut have it in. I don't know if it's true. But as I say, I hear say some cholesterol is good and some is not good.
True.
But you cut down your use of salt?
Yes, sir.
You use any at all?
Yes, me use a little bit.
You cut down your use of sugar?
Yes.
And you cut down buying cooked food out the road?
No, me don't buy cooked food out the road.
Oh. I know Trial, but I can't remember exactly where it is. Where it then near to in St. Elizabeth again?
Junction.
Oh, Junction, yeah, in another area. Which one of the road? The road leading to
The main road.
Eh?
The main road.
No, man, you have main road at different place. Main road, which is the next district after Trial? Between Junction and Trial, what is the next district after that?
Top Hill.
Eh?
Top Hill.
Top Hill, oh yes, okay, yes, ma'am, I know it. All right, so how you get to know about this program?
As me tell you the other day, the same lady we call you about the greetings.
Oh, yes.
Every day me sit down and listen because me not do nothing too rough through my foot.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
So me more sit down and listen to the...
What them say happen to your foot?
Look, my foot them just a burn me, so.
Well, it a tingle or it a burn?
Sometimes the tingle in a hip.
Yeah, you ask the doctor about it?
I plan to anytime I go back to doctor now, me take one test, find out where I go on.
All right, all the best. Take care of yourself and just try find out something every day and write them down here, ma'am.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Smart.
Yes, ma'am. Very much. Next caller. Next one. Good morning and welcome.
Indeed, Brother Jerry.
Wagwan.
I just hear the caller talking about cholesterol.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not a doctor also, but from what I gather from the experts,
Yeah.
I gather that eating food such as oatmeal.
Yeah, oatmeal.
Yes.
That mean the coarse oats or which one?
I believe anyone will work.
Mm.
Yes, one might be a bit better still. I would go for the coarse one.
Oatmeal and what?
Oatmeal. I get that drinking fever grass, our Jamaican fever grass.
Hey.
Yes, I get that helps to prevent high cholesterol.
And where you hear that from?
I like how you get to the root of the matter, Jerry. For you ask her say about some of the food that she's eating.
Yes.
It's one thing to be taking these things, but if you're putting in these foods in your body that increase the
You
cholesterol,
put it back, yeah.
you're actually defeating the purpose.
Yeah, cutting down probably is even more effective than counteraction.
Exactly.
I don't know. I am not a doctor nor a doctor.
Indeed. Nor a loader man.
Nor a quactor.
Indeed. Jerry, we're not hearing much from by the way, I get that deep water fish. I don't know what that is, but sardine and salmon them say. And mackerel and tuna.
Mm.
I get that those help reduce cholesterol too. And brown rice.
Well, reduce or replace?
Indeed.
Yes, because I hear say fish oil is very good. There's a certain oil that is found mostly in a fish, but I hear say it's a deep water fish have the fish oil more. I think the oil help preserve them resistance to cold. The deep water have a very cold climate down here, so the deep what do you call it? The fish oil.
Yeah.
What's that name?
Cod.
Okay. Omega-3, my version tell me. Eh?
Oh yes, omega-3, right.
You know.
And nuts too. Nuts and grains,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Flaxseed and pumpkin seed.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Legumes, beans and peas.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There's a whole host of them,
Yeah. But I find say right, too many of the foods that we eat.
Yes.
And them sound good and them sound very nutritious. Yeah. Them have a good reputation in nutrition. But them come from foreign and them little bit expensive too.
That is so true. As a matter of fact, Jerry, in a nutshell, for a healthy life, I gather that eating more food, grown on plant, and way less of those manufactured in a plant will bring you good health.
Eating food that what?
Eating food, grown on plants, and less of those manufactured in a plant.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, man. We'll set you straight up,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. And it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because them are all kind of preservatives to these things.
Yes, ma'am. I tell you, when you say the ingredients and the
preservatives. Hey, Jerry.
Terrible.
You know, a lot of people bring the vaccine and the scrutiny, and nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But if them should I get a magnifying glass, and put on the label of some of these things where we are daily,
yeah.
and zoom up and Google what these things are.
Yeah.
No for with a shocker and dash over there,
Of course.
So we need to take a holistic approach as to what we are putting in our body.
Yes.
Apply the same scrutiny, not just to vaccine, but to everything. Take nothing for granted. I used to hear Dr. Vendries talk about that thing, on his program.
Mm.
Dr. Vendries of blessed memory.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Vendries, yeah.
Jerry, indeed. Tell me something, Jerry. Not hearing much from what the senator their name again, man.
What am known for? What is he known for?
Him is known for barking up a lot of trees in Parliament.
Barking?
In the Senate. Yes.
Oh, on a Damian Crawford, that dog.
No, man, the other man, the man, him used to be on a radio program in the evening about no fire, pan this government.
In the evening.
Yeah, man, him used to be over 93 then.
Oh, you mean Lambert Brown?
Yes, man, not hearing much from him these days.
But up to 2 days ago, I see him and the Ministry of Education clash.
How you say?
Yeah, because a teacher, a representative of the teachers was at some joint committee of the parliament.
Yes.
Objecting to the treatment of the teachers are saying that some new regulation them bring in for ratify the teachers them as master teacher and A-class teacher, and then we go get out enough for the teachers out of employment, and the Minister of Education did try to stop him from them try to stop the man from talk.
Yes.
And Lambert Brown come to him and she try to stop him Lambert Brown from talk. Now all of them are bully. You see, especially when them have large majority in the parliament, them get very bullish. And some of the women them is just as bullish as some of the man them.
And if you listen to them swearing in speech in a Jerry, you would never believe that them same one.
No man, because when them are swearing and have on them nice hat and dress up and makeup and thing. Them try to appear very nice and dignified and thing.
Absolutely. I'm to tell you. By the way, Jerry, finally before I move, what is your take on trade unions in Jamaica? You believe they serve the interest of the workers well, and by extension the Jamaican people?
Well,
and do you think they are too narrow in terms of just demanding pay increase, but not?
Well, hear this now.
You know, yes.
From my early understanding of trades unions, I believe say trades unions supposed to be controlled by the people by the workers, but most time it's not workers control these trades union. The trades union is like a professional thing, like a law office. I take on the workers them case. It's not like the worker them form the union and look out for themselves. The professional union man, them come like a them are the boss and a them, them is the professional. And the next thing now, trade union to me supposed to operate like a cooperative.
Yes.
Supposed to even invest in the members, them dues in a different thing where if can help the members, whether it's a healthcare or them establish a clinic where the workers get figure cheap or them buy some land or them even set up some business. But I think in America, not sure if it was in America, I think it was in the United States way back in the early part of the 20th century. Them start to outlaw. I think in Jamaica too, them start to outlaw ownership of property by or discourage ownership of property by trade unions.
What?
But because them know say if them start investing in property and all them things, they more get too strong,
Yes.
And that's so clear. I used to be more familiar with the facts of the history, but
Indeed.
I have a memory of ownership of property being discouraged by some laws,
Indeed. I would love for some of your callers, listeners, to weigh in on this issue that I just
Yeah, man, because even Buster Man typically as a trade unionist. Him turn it in a business, it was a business that make him very rich.
Oh.
And I want to tell you, I was working at a place where everyone who work in there, and from here is not a part of management, you compulsory have to join the union. So I have to join the union to work there, and them have to collect my dues. But any problem, I don't make them represent me. I represent myself. And about 2 times I represent myself and win the case. And the trade union man begs, join up all with the management. I think it was Wopton Cave at the time now, a good year. Yeah, man, Wopton Cave. And begs when me represent myself and win 2 cases out there. Begs, because he want go like him and the union is the only thing can help me and save me.
Indeed.
And them join up with, frequently, enough of the trade unionists, them join up with the management.
Yes.
And sometimes they work on no, and sometimes they work on no.
Yes.
All right, here's some. Come again? Sorry about that.
Yes.
Yeah, what was the last thing I said?
Oh, I said, well, the workers suck salt through a wooden spoon.
Yeah, man, none of that, man.
Indeed.
All right, here's some.
I would love for some of your listeners to weigh in on this issue,
All right.
Indeed. Catch you later.
Yes. All right, back to some live chat. We have more call? Live chat. This one, Delryan will say, Mr. Small, you have influenced your listeners at home and abroad in a positive way. Thank you very much. Appreciation. Thank you very much. Sister D say, I don't know where them people tricky. I think it probably happened before them take 1 foot off of Robin Island. That's Nelson Mandela. She said probably them penetrating before him even come off of Robin Island. Kian Brown say, no, Bob Cosmic. Kian Brown straight black at the eye in a southwest London, England. Okay. Sister D Ruben a link with all our brethren, Kian Brown. Sly Slick. Good morning, Bongos. What is family land? Well, family land usually, the understanding of family land means land that is owned by a family and usually passed on to other members of that family when the present or previous owner die. Family land. Sometimes it owned jointly by several members of family that make it kind of difficult for it not to continue being passed on to members of family, but you know, family land. Usually in a rural area too, but sometime in urban area, city areas, yeah. Kian Brown say to Bob Cosmic, stone throw higher. And Bob Cosmic reply, from them have him start for work, them start for work on him, that a Mandela. Them people always working steps ahead. We as black people are complacent in our suffering and are not angry enough. Yeah, man. Study Ruben say, when I get angry, blood and destruction to I will follow. To I will follow. For example, Sam Sharp, Nanny, Paul Bogle. So it seems more blood will run. Johnny Johnson said, this youth man who committed genocide in Buffalo, New York, was not an isolated act. He was well trained by a militia for at least a decade. A decade? Prime 8-year-old? Possible, but he was 18-year-old when he do it. I am a professional trained U.S. Army soldier. He was a combat soldier. Oh, yeah? One of the same person I'm talking about. Al Kubalan said Tarrantine in the building. And Bob Cosmic to Sister D. Ruben. If a fire make it burn, blood make it run. Blood to the horse's bridle. May have to be the order of the day for our liberation. And if I saw, then I saw. Blood to the horse's bridle was one of Bustamante's slogan. Good morning and welcome back to the program.
Yeah, Bongo.
Welcome.
Yeah, man. Fire grow.
Yeah.
You hear one phrase, so when your hand in a lion mouth.
Take time.
Alright, you know, draw you out fast.
Yeah.
So, I know, I said, man, I look on the pig lean and I see the man having hand in a lion mouth.
Yeah. But
so,
a long...
you know them the phrase of an him ban.
No, him been doing that, you never hear that him been doing that thing for a long time. Yes, a long time him work there, you know, the guy work there. And it's a long time him been doing that and get a whole heap of hype and likes for it. And people take him photo on, you know.
Yes.
And you have other people who work there who are known for that, who are always doing that. Because it's a way to create excitement and make people come at the zoo, come look. So it's business them are doing.
Yes.
So and they know him get so comfortable, him get so confident. A lot of time people do dangerous things, and when you warn them, say that thing kind of dangerous, them not take you serious. Them say you coward or you and everybody cut out for this man. True, you are weak heart, you know.
Yeah.
So him get overconfident.
Yeah.
Get overconfident.
Yeah, more you play Burning Spear, road it to Foggy
Road.
Franco. Remember when we check Franco over Malvern in a storm there?
Hold on, please. When you talk, so we can understand what you say. What you say?
Remember when we go check Franco?
Yes.
The road did foggy, one storm did out.
Foggy
and
road.
The road did so foggy.
Yes,
Why you play for Franco for me?
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Burning
right.
Spear, road did so foggy.
All the best, yes. We have any more call here? One? Good morning and welcome.
Yes, Jerry. Greetings.
Welcome. Talk up a little louder, please.
Yeah, are you hearing me now?
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. Greetings again.
Yeah, why you say?
Yeah, the cholesterol thing, my brethren.
Yeah.
There's some little information on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because as you know, you have good cholesterol and you have bad.
Yeah, that's what I always hear. Yeah.
You know, and the thing is that we don't want to take in too much cholesterol.
Right.
You can overdo it, you know?
Yeah.
So, my David.
Mm.
Right? And you have things like, you know, saturated fats.
Saturated
fats.
Mm.
And you have trans fats. And the trans fats, now, you know, so that one is the dangerous one, my brother.
Mm.
You see me, David?
Mm.
And that's the one when it really gets into the vein, them and them thing there. It can cause heart attack. It can
How it cause the heart attack?
Pardon me?
How it cause the heart attack?
It causes heart attack because what I gather in here is that when it gets into the arteries, it clog up the arteries.
Yeah, what it do, it accumulate on the walls of the vein. The vein is like a pipe or a tunnel or a tube.
Yes.
And it accumulate on the walls of the arteries.
Yes.
And through it is also an animal matter like your own body.
Mm-hmm.
It eases for cycle then and combine with that and grow till the passage I get smaller and smaller cause it get clogged up, yeah.
Yes.
And when it get clogged up now the blood now deliver as fast and the heart have to work faster.
Yes.
And eventually the heart pumping against the block up tube them create a crisis what them call heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if I'll describe it the right way.
Yeah, man. And sometimes, too, you know, it contribute to blood clots. Because the blood clog up like so.
Yeah,
when it move. It clog up. So when that goes straight to the heart, no, it get heart attack. You see me, David?
Mm.
You
It can create blood clot other place to all near lungs and other place. Brain.
Definitely.
What blood clot do? It cork up a passage and make no blood now reach a place where it must reach.
Yes.
So if your brain gone all half hour and now get no blood, even a part of your brain, because several veins and blood vessels go to different part of your brain. And if a part of your brain starve for blood for half hour, it also starve of oxygen because one of the things with the blood do not carry food and gas.
Oxygen.
Food and gas.
You're correct.
So therefore, if your brain being starved of a vital thing like oxygen and other thing for half hour, much less 1 hour or 2 hours.
Yes.
Part of your brain liable for either dead or...
You can get brain dead.
You
can get brain dead.
But me talk as amateur still.
Yeah, but I mean, true, we do the studies and, I mean, based on the information we gather, and that's why we have to know these things to kind of know how to balance how we eat.
Yeah, but I don't want to give no advice, man, because I don't know it to that.
No, we're not giving advice, you know. Because I highlight certain information.
Yeah.
If you want the real advice, no, you go to the medical people, them.
Yeah, and we have a program upon Thursday evening, Thursday afternoon, that is very good for that. Ask Dr. Mary, 5 o'clock.
True.
5 to 6
and that's why
Thursday.
it's good now when you can Google certain things now and the information but them provide, they can put it to her. And she can balance you with that, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm glad Mr. Peter and meat and them thing there, you know. Bongo. That's why I'm glad Mr. Eat meat.
Yeah, so anybody can come shove them finger in your mouth.
No. You're mad.
Oh, well, me go see.
No, that's all right.
Don't make nobody point up them. Don't make nobody point up them finger in your face, you know.
You're correct, man.
Or they might have a plan. They might have a plan.
You're correct. That is one thing.
That's why I know you have to smile. Hey, you know, say smiling. Smiling and snarling is very near to one another, you know.
Yes.
So people used to skin up them teeth. You know, early time people skin up them teeth for one or one, say.
Yeah.
Not going no further, you know.
True.
And the smile now have a slightly different character from the snarl. So if you don't want to seem too dangerous, you know, smile, you know, skin your teeth when you smile. You close your mouth and smile. But some people skin them teeth when they smile.
And you know, so them say medically, when you do the other one, not the smile, the other one, they say it take more muscles to do that.
Yeah, it take more vex for vex.
Yes.
It take more vex for vex more than for
smile.
More than to
smile, because when you smile, it's like the face kind of get relaxed.
Yeah, it's a pleasant feeling.
You're pleasant, but when you're vexed now, it's like the muscles them get tense.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So as I say, you know, the diet is very important, and if you're not sure of some of the foods, as the Jerry say, you can check the doctor, and the doctor them can get a list of what best to eat, even based on your condition.
Yeah.
Not true, because everybody have a different conditions.
Yeah.
Right, but as I say, we need cholesterol, but we don't need too much.
You like how you not eat meat now, which part you get your cholesterol from?
Well, yeah, man. Nuts, seeds, grains, etc. You pick me up? Because when I eat meat, I make sure do my studies to find out what I can eat that have the good cholesterol. Nuts, seeds, legumes, oat grains, beans, barley, oranges, blueberry, Brussels sprouts, etc. You pick me up?
But all of them food are so expensive. Most of them.
Well, none of that. Buy the one where you can work with.
You can afford Brussels sprouts?
Not at all.
Oh.
Not at all. So true that now work with things like callaloo and them thing there.
Yeah,
you know, papcho, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Work cabbage, work with them things there. Because when you can afford, you buy the best and the cheapest things.
Yeah, man.
So. That's what the thing said. Because a survival in the Jerry.
Yeah, man.
Right? But at the same time, within the survival now, we're not going to live on white rice.
No.
If you live on white rice, you don't say that crucial.
No, you were dead pan white rice.
That me I talk about.
All right, all the best here, sir.
Give thanks and praise, my brethren. Big up the itself, set speed.
All right, we have some more live chat here. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Yeah, where it is now. The next one. Keon Brown says, sovereign is not bestowed. It is obtained through supremacy in battle. I think I mean sovereignty, okay. Balwa Singh, Rojuan, all that. I am them name the place after. Or the road. Sister D said them a collude same way like when them doing a corona. Or the Berlin conference. Them not ask people nothing. Or through the joke thing now work to them plan. So this a plan B. But stay blessed. The enemy of truth is blind acceptance. And we say UK shout out. And Bob Cosmic say, yeah, I know say to Sister D. Yeah, I know say I'm on born a revolution is ready for fight. And if my flesh pass away for our people to be free, then make it go so then. All comes building and trading. Say bless up to there. More life to you and the family. Big up Rasta Cane Valley. Rasta Cane Valley. Busy. Oh, Cane Valley busy. So we're there, listen to the good vibes. I listen. Sister D says to Bob Cosmic, the words of a great Freddie McGregor, I'm a revolutionist. Yes, we have some more music to play. Let us, I want to play this one, you know, for a brethren of mine, his wife's birthday yesterday. It is a belated greeting. Our brethren you call Eli, Mr. Nelson, to his wife. I want to play a dedicated piece of music. We have John 9 there. Singing about the avocado. John 9, Mr. Nelson, Eli, dedicated this one to his wife on our belated birthday. Let's go.
Have a little juvie named Orlando. Him have a plot of land up a West it's over, so you know me love my belly cause I just summer grow. And my favorite thing in bring for me is avocado. Avocado, me love the avocado. Avocado, me love the avocado. Avocado, me love the avocado. Avocado, me love the. And when the pear not in the season, still him know when I want. The steam up with the shell, them on the open fire. And everything me need, you know my king deliver. To heighten my affection with the sweet collard draw. Sweet collard draw, me love the sweet collard draw. Sweet collard draw, me love the sweet collard draw. Sweet collard draw, me love the sweet collard draw. Sweet collard draw, me love the. Him riding on a bike for bring the good love to me. Nothing too high, just 150. Him used to be a soldier, so him build properly. For treat me little body with the right remedy. Right remedy, him have 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 the. Him teach me all the principles him learn from the land. And as I'm me alone, him have me not for sharing passion. No girl around can intervene cause she no know what I want. This perfect specimen of him, me humble lion. Humble lion, me mama humble lion. Humble lion, me mama humble lion. Humble lion, me mama humble lion. Humble lion. No man now violate from him dep on the scene. The only tenderness him have reserved with the queen. And if you catch a glimpse of him, you know what I mean. Nearly 7 foot of muscle and a size 14. Size 14, him have the size 14. Size 14, him have the size 14. Size 14, him have the size 14. Size 14. So as you can imagine, me no need nothing more. My belly and my body and my heart, well sure. Say him alone, I get the healing when I unleash the cure. Everything is copacetic and with future secure. Future secure. Yes, with future secure. Future secure. Yes, with future secure. And when the youths them time for forward and we watch them a grow. Brilliant and beautiful and black like a yo. You teach them and inspire them with things them for know. Like how you catch a princess with the avocado. Avocado, me love the avocado. Avocado, me love the avocado. Avocado, me love the avocado.
Yes, that's the sound of Janine for Mrs. Nelson from Ayelia Delroy. And we have a call here now. Good morning and welcome. Morning, welcome to the program.
You're talking to you, I feel a fresh air moving to the heavens, you know, talking to you, know. I feel relaxed and relieved. But the economy is turning, you know. You want,
what?
Hope. The economy is turning, people want hope and leadership. People lead them to safety and inspiration. Like Michael Mann and Siaga, you know. Inspire the hopes. Andrew Wilson is such a good job. Yeah, they want more hopes, no?
You talk too far. You talk too far. I can't make out to you, sir.
If you want first lady, the first cat, the first dog, a super in the married, we get super in the married life, prime minister of married life.
Mind what you do, you know. Mind what you do. Mind what you do, you know.
What do you mean?
You take yourself down and sometimes you talk jerky.
No, sir. No, sir. People want hope, Jerry. They want hopes on you too. Inspiration for you to show me the right way to live. Our spirit pride uplifted, you know. Our ambition as a BJS, for his attitude, so he was fighting for in the 90s, you know. And see the guy's daughter and children, show him as a family man, you know.
Me now make out where you say, come like you struggle with yourself.
No, Jerry, not at that moment, you know.
Not at the moment, or you only do that in private.
Yes, sir, I'm happy, Jerry. I'm happy with myself, you know.
That's what make you happy.
God, I'm a wife, you know. I'm a family and friends, you know.
Oh, you're your wife.
I'm a sweetheart, too.
Yeah, Annie Palmer, that.
Pardon me?
Annie Palmer. Are you sweetheart?
No, Miss Andrea. I'm Mr. Marva, you know? So see that, man.
Eh? Oh, yeah, sir.
I'm a son.
Well, but you know, if you make your right hand know where your left hand do it, you know.
Oh, okay, sir. You're careful, too, and keep safe.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, thank you very much. Have any more? Yes, the numbers again. 6191508. 6191508 and 2798473. 2798473. Next, we're going to access some live chat, I believe. Yeah, that's a great sound of Janine. We're having some difficulty with the live chat. What's the problem here now? Yes, Sister D. Ruben said processed foods is the route to bad health. And John said coconut rundown, a real national dish. All ingredients are found locally. Ackee, local but saltfish, cold water and foreign. New science is less you eat, the quality of what you eat, the longer you live. Bob Cosmic said to Sister D. Ruben, processed food is a quick road to Dovecot. Scalary said, blessed love, Father Bongo, South Vernon House. Johnny John said, Caribbean terrace in Aberview was a canary in the mine. Oh, a sign for the new beginning of climate change in Jamaica and globally. Oh, yeah. Because Caribbean terrace out of Aberview to get washed in the bad storm, you know. Was it Ivan? And you know that the canary in the mine is a warning sign, because when you go way down, when I'm a mine certain things down under the ground, you know, like all 1,000 foot under the ground, all coal and them things. When you go down, then a whole heap of oxygen down there. So if you go down too far and there's not enough oxygen for human beings to live, then we're dead down there. So them always carry a canary in a cage, a bird. And anytime the canary have difficulty breathing, them know says either time for the man them come from out of the mine or them pump oxygen down there. Okay. Sister D. Ruben said, I did right that, you know. Well did I said, then sense I self. And not understand that fully, but anyway. Yes, the numbers again. 6191508. 6191508 and 2798473. 2798473. We have another request from Taliban. Who did send it for again? I can't remember who him sent it for. It's a Burning Spear, Foggy Road. Oh, I think a Franco. We have Foggy Road by Burning Spear. Sorry about that. Yeah, so more live chat again. More live chat till we have Burning Spear. Burning Spear? Alright, let's go.
The road is so foggy, foggy. The road is so foggy, foggy. My way is long, but the road is foggy, foggy. My way is long, so long, but the road is foggy, foggy. My head never swell, my heart never live, I never have no fear from within. My head never swell, my heart never live, I never have no fear from within. So the road is so foggy, foggy, yeah. Can hardly see. Jaja is my eyesight. Be with I, be with I. Be with I, Jaja. Jaja, be with I. Hi, and I, and I, and I. faggy, faggy. No more stumbling block. No more stumbling block. Forward, my brother, forward. Forward, my brother, come forward. Even though the road is so foggy, foggy, I and I will never turn back. No turning back in a high. The road is so foggy, foggy. The road is so foggy, foggy.
Yeah, man, the sound of Burning Spear. Foggy Road, one of them great ones. We'll get back to some live chat, you know. Donovan Island said, Bongo, Jerry Small, Bess FM. We're sending shouting out to the whole of Newport, Manchester area, including places like Providence, Marlborough, where the English people like Norman and Douglas's son, I think most Norman man him attack, Marlborough, in Manchester. JJ said, trial is all, trial. That's like how you have trial in our, between Junction and Top Hill. I'm saying that Trial is also a tourist area in Hanover. Yes, I know Trial. They say it's one of the best place, one of the best golf club in the world. But best golf course, yes, Trial in Hanover, near to Hopewell, went towards Lucy. Yeah, man. We have a call. All right, let's get back to the phone. Good morning and welcome.
Morning, Mr. Smalls.
Welcome, Wagwan.
Yeah, hotel morning to the listeners.
Wagwan.
A lot of things on your mind, but I just want to start by saying, listen to that Burning Spear. It's a song that is saying that it's time for us to put away the stumbling blocks, you know, and move forward. And Sasmaj, you can tell us the year he did that tune, please.
I can't remember exact, but I know that it was sometime before 1975. It's probably sometime between
right?
sometime between 72 and 75.
And the generation at that time was not ready for that.
Not ready for what?
Reggae.
Not ready for
right?
what?
That conscious message.
Who tell you that?
Let me just go ahead with the train of thought.
All right.
The generation at that time was not ready for that conscious message because the population at 75 or 75 was trying to pick up the pieces after the so-called independence, trying to get a living for themselves. And them, you know, that was on their mind, providing for them family and themselves. Now the generation has moved from 75 to 2022.
I don't know where you got it from that the people at that time wasn't ready for that. I don't know where you got that from.
Just looking around.
Looking around where? Looking around where?
Looking around the Jamaican society, we have.
So you were looking around the Jamaican society between 70 and 75?
Yeah, man. Then it's 75 past, so we can look back into history.
I don't see no evidence that you're aware of what was going on that time.
Yeah, okay. Let me just finish all the thought now. That in terms of, I'm talking specifically towards the black conscious persons who are not happy with their living condition as the song was pointed out. And now we move towards the future, and I don't see we're moving any further or putting any steps into place for our next 20 years of betterment, if you understand what I'm saying.
No, I still don't see, you don't, in what you're saying, you don't show no sign that you're aware of what was going on between 70 and 75. So I don't know why you make that judgment about that the people in that time.
I'm saying that
don't say it over and over. Go and use the time and say something else.
Some good message, and the generation at the time is never ready for that message. So I'm saying we're still not ready after these years to pick up the pieces. Because I think the main problem with the Africans in this island here is we're waiting for a single person to be erected up, or
you waiting for a single person.
know, to answer your question, a couple years ago, I would say yes.
No, but you just say we are waiting for a single person.
Yeah, I'm just speaking in plural for the masses, if I may. It's a predisposition coming, if you put it from the biblical time where Moses handed it over to Joshua and they handed it over to the sons of Jacob, so forth. You know, we're always in this predisposition where we're looking for someone, let me just put it, someone put it, a central person, one person who must come and said, all right, my black people, we must do this and we must do that. You played the song last week, I think it's a Tina Turner that said, we need no more heroes, if I'm correct, quoting it correctly. But I think that's the main problem with the black population at large. Yes, sir.
I mean, I sound very hopeful then.
What's the meaning of justice and equality? Everyone free, but yet still we don't want to face reality. You know, this is the reality. This Marcus Garvey said it years ago that the population has become the jugs. The black man has become the jugs of civilization. We're drinking it.
The black man has become the what?
We're drinking the jugs of civilization. It's like we don't see no betterment for ourselves. I'm not putting us down. Never.
Well, if you're not putting us down, I wouldn't like you if you decide to put it down or to the down.
But we have to start from where we are. This is where we are.
Somebody will blow something down. Somebody will blow something else beside you.
No. I'm alone
there. Like something will blow like a bang. I'm not joke.
I take that as my wrap-up signal then.
Oh, me hear something will blow like a bang. I don't know.
No, man, it's not a bang, you know, but I was just bringing up these.
All right, we're going to take a little more piece of Foggy Road. That one next call? Yeah, let's take a little piece of Foggy Road, carry it to 12 o'clock. No, thank you very much.
Foggy. The road is so foggy. My way is long, but the road is foggy. My way is long, so long, but the road is foggy. My head never swell, my heart never live, I never have no fear from within. My head never swell, my heart never leap, I never have no fear from within. Though the road is so foggy, yeah, can hardly see. Jaja is my eyesight. Be with I, Jaja. Jaja, be with I.
You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I ever met. You're simply the best.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
Good day, I'm Anthony Morgan with JIS Midday News for Tuesday, May 24. Coming up, $200 million allocated to repair roads in Montego Bay, thousands of youth participating in restorative justice program, and Jamaica to celebrate Africa Day on May 25. The news in detail after the break.
I'm advice I don't know all the shot and tally. I have a message to everyone. Get vaccinated. Hey, tourism the main driver of the local economy. It provides us with jobs to help the country. So everybody in the industry, Get the job and come follow me. It don't hurt. Do the nerd. Link the nurse cause the vaccine work. Get vaccinated. Get. This is a message from the Ministry of Tourism. Get vaccinated. Just get vaccinated. Vaccinated. You're deaf?
Now the news. Some $200 million has been allocated to improve the road conditions in Montego Bay, St. James, in order to ease traffic congestion in the second city. The roads to be repaired will serve as alternative routes to bypass the town, with the Westgate Main Road, Mount Salem to Catherine Mount, and Providence to Nord roads among those being targeted. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the allocation is a temporary fix to the road conditions, noting that the key focus will be on the construction of the Montego Bay Perimeter Road.
We really have to look at expanding the city and expanding how we provide mass transport for the city. The government has already made the provision and it is already underway for the Perimeter Road. In the interim, the government has allocated $200 million Jamaican dollars to improve the quality of local roads. That $200 million will be invested in ensuring that we improve critical intersections by widening and putting in the proper signaling, resurfacing the roads, and putting in various sensors where necessary.
Mr. Holness was speaking at the recent handover ceremony for the Area 4 headquarters of the Jamaica Fire Brigade in Montego Bay. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has instructed the National Works Agency NWA to incorporate streetscaping into future roadworks. Streetscape refers to urban roadway design and conditions as they impact street users and nearby residents. Mr. Holness says the government will be making the investment for the activity, noting that it should positively impact human behavior over time.
We're going to be doing a few roads in the corporate area, but all of them must be properly streetscape. Standardized sidewalk, it might make the project cost a little more, but believe me, we're going to get the dividends in how people feel about themselves.
Prime Minister Holness was speaking at Mandela Park in Halfway Tree on Monday. He also noted that the NWA was previously instructed to ensure that considerations are given for water, sewerage, smart sensors, and broadband internet connectivity when upgrading major roads. Over 3,000 participants, including teachers, students, and parents from 78 high and 26 primary schools, are now benefiting from conflict resolution sessions sponsored by the Ministry of Education and Youth and the Ministry of Justice. This as part of a Memorandum of Understanding MOU between the two ministries to use restorative justice RJ to curb conflicts between students in schools. Coordinator for the National Restorative Justice Program, Andreen Lindsay, says the RJ unit in the Justice Ministry and the Education Ministry's Safety and Security in Schools unit are combining efforts to promote best practices in conflict resolution and enhance community cohesion.
Evidence demonstrates that continued use of restorative approaches assists not only with resolving conflicts as they occur, but serves to boost participants' morale, develop a shared understanding between individuals, and cultivate a culture of positivity and team spirit.
Ms. Lindsay notes that the inclusion of school administrators and parents will ensure that the practices learned during the training will continue in the home and across communities. And Jamaica will this year join the African Union and countries with a large African diaspora to celebrate Africa Day on May 25. Noting that this is the first time Jamaica is participating in the worldwide event, Senior Education Officer in the Ministry of Education and Youth, Marlon Williams, says the celebration of Africa Day will form part of the Culture and Education program in schools. The Mona Heights Primary School in Kingston has been selected as the featured school for the event this year. The school will showcase aspects of 4 African countries being celebrated this year: Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, and Ethiopia. Other schools across the island are required to select one of the 4 African countries for their activities, while also focusing on Jamaica's African culture and heritage. Schools are being advised to use the activities to highlight and promote positive values and attitudes among students, in keeping with the character education program in schools. That was JIS News. I'm Anthony Morgan.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Hello, I'm Chris Barrow with the BBC News. A huge cache of data hacked from Chinese government computers and handed to the BBC has revealed an unprecedented insight into China's secretive system of detention camps for Muslims in its far western Xinjiang region. The files, many of which have been independently verified, reveal long prison sentences for almost any sign of Islamic belief among ethnic Uyghurs. Rahima Mahmood is the director of the UK World Uyghur Congress. She told the BBC the publication of the images was significant and should spur governments around the world to act.
It's been 5 years since I last spoke to my brother. It's over 5 years now. I don't know what happened to my sisters and my brothers. So it is difficult for me to imagine what is happening. But these images is a kind of real picture. And for many people, this is news. And I hope people can now understand how we feel. And the governments around the world should start acting.
The leading Russian opposition figure, Alexei Navalny, has told a Moscow court that President Putin was a madman who'd started what he called a stupid war in Ukraine based on lies. Danny Aberhard reports.
Alexei Navalny shows no sign of being cowed, despite having been held in jail since the beginning of last year. He was behind bars even on the video link. He lost his appeal against an extra 9-year sentence for fraud and contempt handed down in March. But it was a chance to speak out against President Putin, a system he said was built on fear, and the war in Ukraine. Pointedly, he named it as such, rather than the officially mandated term special military operation. Mr. Putin would, he predicted, suffer a historic defeat.
The governor of Ukraine's eastern Luhansk region says Russian forces continue to shell Severodonetsk and Lysychansk, two adjacent cities that they're trying to surround. Serhiy Haidai said 4 people were killed in attacks on the old part of Severodonetsk. The offensive is the main focus of Moscow's attempts to capture the last parts of the Luhansk region. Israel has charged 3 Palestinian men over alleged plans to assassinate a far-right politician and bomb the light railway in Jerusalem. Here's Yolan Nell.
The 3 men, aged 19 and 20, are accused of planning to shoot the far-right Member of Parliament, Itamar Ben-Gvir, and launch an explosive drone at the Jerusalem light rail system or Jewish-owned homes in a Palestinian neighbourhood. Israel's domestic security service says they also wanted to kidnap Israeli soldiers to demand the release of Palestinian prisoners held by Israel. It says the cell was led by a prominent Hamas operative who's alleged to have set up a network of supporters to stir up recent unrest in the Old City.
World news from the BBC. The leaders of the Quad group of nations, Japan, the United States, India and Australia, have said force should not be used to change the existing international order. Ending a meeting in Tokyo, their final statement said they strongly opposed any coercive or unilateral actions that seek to change the status quo. Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida said all 4 leaders had discussed their concerns over Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The government of Gabon has banned an opposition protest planned today against the French military presence in the country. The Interior Ministry said the ban was necessary as the demonstration would jeopardise what it called the excellent relationship with France. Sri Lanka has increased transport fares after fuel prices were sharply hiked as the country faces a crippling shortage. Last night, the government raised petrol prices by more than 20% and diesel prices by more than 35%. Now bus fares have gone up by nearly 20%. The Energy Minister, Kanchana Wijesekera, said they had also requested a $500 million emergency loan from India to buy additional fuel. This man, an auto rickshaw driver in the capital Colombo, says things are difficult.
We are waiting from here to from 6 morning, from the 6 a.m. So still they are not promised to fuel is coming or not. Even they have increased the price. They are not advised to people to what we have to do. They are not providing the solution. So we are asking from the government what they give the solution for us.
The latest round of primary elections for candidates to run in the November midterms are being held in the United States today. Attention has focused on Republican races in the state of Georgia. The former President Donald Trump has endorsed challengers to the Governor Brian Kemp and the Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. He's criticized them for rejecting attempts to overturn his election loss in 2020. And that's the latest BBC News.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi Singh. 5 states are holding primary contests today. NPR's Domenico Montanaro reports one of the most closely watched races is in Georgia, where former President Donald Trump's election lies are playing heavily.
Few Republican office holders have drawn more of Trump's outrage than Georgia Governor Brad Kemp and Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. Both refused to make efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election in the state Trump lost narrowly, despite a pressure campaign by the former president. Tuesday's contest will test the power of how motivating Trump's election lie is for Republican voters. Trump's hand-picked challengers have campaigned as election deniers, hoping to curry favor with the Trump base. Domenico Montanaro, NPR News, Washington.
Primary races are also underway in Alabama, Arkansas, Texas, and Minnesota. The president of Ukraine's latest speech to his nation weighs heavily on his compatriots. Today marks 3 months since they say Russian forces launched a brutal campaign to take their country. NPR's Ryan Lucas reports Volodymyr Zelensky says Ukraine has fought bravely. He also warns of more difficult days ahead.
President Volodymyr Zelensky used his latest address to commend Ukrainians on their perseverance in the face of Russia's onslaught. The Russians, he says, are waging a brutal war against Ukraine. There's been no such war in Europe for 77 years. It is, he says, total war. After 3 months, the worst fighting is now in Donbass in eastern Ukraine. Zelensky says the Russians are concentrating their firepower on a handful of towns there, including the city of Severodonetsk. The weeks to come will be difficult, but he says Ukraine has no option but to fight. Ryan Lucas, NPR News, Dnipro, Ukraine.
The U.S.'s interest in Ukraine's victory overlapped with this country's priorities in the Indo-Pacific, where President Biden recently warned China against following Russia's example when it comes to Taiwan. Biden's returning home from his talks with other members of the group known as the Quad, Japan, India, and Australia. Here's NPR's Don Ruwich.
He said this yesterday and again today. He said, no, the policy on Taiwan has not changed, including strategic ambiguity, which is a part of the approach to the way they've dealt with this question of whether or not they would defend Taiwan. And relations with Beijing have just gotten frostier and frostier.
NPR's Don Ruwich reporting last week Biden drew criticism from China when he said the U.S. would defend Taiwan militarily against potential Chinese invasion. The company Hyundai is recalling 239,000 cars because the company says the seatbelt parts could explode and injure vehicle occupants. 3 injuries have been reported, 2 in the United States, 1 in Singapore. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 267 points at 31,613. The NASDAQ is down 2.8%. This is NPR News. Israeli forces carried out an unusual daytime arrest raid in the occupied West Bank near the area where a Palestinian-American journalist was killed earlier this month while covering an Israeli operation. NPR's Daniel Estrin has more from Jerusalem.
Usually, the Israeli army conducts its arrest raids on Palestinian areas overnight or in the early morning, as it has been doing almost every night recently after a series of Palestinian attacks in Israel. Today, Israeli forces carried out an unusual daytime raid on the outskirts of the Jenin refugee camp, where a journalist for Al Jazeera was recently killed covering a similar Israeli operation. Israel says she was killed in Israeli-Palestinian crossfire, but her colleagues say the Israeli army shot her. Israeli forces engaged in a firefight with Palestinian gunmen during today's raid. They arrested a suspect and confiscated weapons. Medics say several Palestinians were wounded. Daniel Estrin, NPR News, Jerusalem.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is strongly reacting to a Catholic archbishop's decision to deny her Holy Communion because of her vocal support for abortion rights, which the church strongly opposes. Pelosi told MSNBC's Morning Joe today she respects opposing views, but not when one imposes on the other. San Francisco's conservative archbishop said he made his concerns known to Pelosi last month after she vowed to codify into federal law the right to abortion under the Supreme Court ruling Roe v. Wade. He says Pelosi never responded to his letter. The NASDAQ has fallen 2.7%. The S&P is down 1.5%. This is NPR.
Hey, it's Rund.
And Ramteen.
You know, abortion hasn't always been a moral issue in the United States.
Or a political one.
So when and why did that change?
We're digging into this history on our show. Check it out on Throughline from NPR.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
In a world of goodness and have a little peace of mind.
Isachar Music presents the single Peace of Mind by Ornella, produced by Sangy Davis, distributed by Tough Gong International, available on iTunes and all digital platforms. Email isacharmusic with a Z at gmail.com. Peace of Mind by Ornella is on the Isachar Music label, promoters of clean, uplifting reggae music.
To enjoy life's creations and get a little peace of mind, love that's kind, whoa, yeah. Everyone needs someone. Every heart needs to love. And everybody loves nice things. Ooh, the joy it brings. They feel so good, just like they should. Everyone has a soul, more precious than all the gold. And everybody loves to smile and enjoy good vibes, to feel the love and happiness in a world of goodness, and have a little peace of mind. A simple kind of love at times. They get some peace of mind, love that's kind, whoa. Yeah, a simple kind of love that's kind for peace of mind, yeah, yeah. 'Cause no matter what's the situation, no matter what's your tribulation, we all need good companions to enjoy life's creations and get a little peace of mind, love that's kind, whoa, yeah, a simple kind of love that's kind for peace of mind, yeah. Everyone needs someone. Every heart needs to love. Everyone has a soul, more precious than all the gold. And everybody loves nice things. Ooh, the joy it brings. They feel so good, just like they should. And have a little peace of mind. A simple kind of love at times. 'Cause no matter what's the situation, no matter what's your tribulation, we all need good companions to enjoy life's creations and get a little peace of mind, love that's kind, whoa. A simple kind of love that's kind for peace of mind, yeah, yeah. A simple kind of love that's kind for peace of mind, yeah, yeah. A special kind of love that's kind for peace of
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. Best
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
Yes, welcome back to the program here now in the afternoon. Second half of the program here now on the 24th of May. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. The Isaac Char feature went before. What was it again? Not Murray Isaacs. Arnella singing what again? Peace of Mind. Arnella from the Isaac Char stable singing Peace of Mind. Alright, we're gonna get back to some live chat here now. Ricardo Porcius says, from Ricardo Porcius, it looks like it's a quotation from himself, say, I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Yeah, kind of like a humor there. I'm saying good morning, Bongo. The Natal Basco said, greetings. Was it said by the eminent Marcus Mosiah Garvey, there will be a false leader shall be stoned with stones and blood let all over the island. Rings a bell? Well, I hear people saying that Marcus Garvey did make some prophecy approximate to that, but I'm not sure about the wording or accuracy or when and where it was said. My personal saying that. Alan Michel said, morning, Bongo Jerry. Sila, Bess FM. Leroy Grams, a grandness. Big up Jabota. Every time. Bird paw. Ricardo Porter said, foods high in unhealthy saturated fats include processed or deli-style meats, such as ham, bacon, salami, deep fried fast food. Yeah, always hear about the fried food. Ricardo Porter's continue processed foods such as biscuits and pastries, takeaway foods such as hamburger, pizza, fat and meat, and skin and chicken, ghee, I think that is a form of butter, lard and copper, coconut oil, copper as well. The Natal Basco says, Mr. Small, the 70s, the roots and culture music that gravitate both near and far, wide. Big Youth, the human gleaner, Fred Locks, Ross Michael, Brigadier Josie, Wales, Chaplin, and many others. Rastafari. Have a call? All right, let's get back to the telephone. Good afternoon, welcome.
Hello?
Welcome.
Welcome, Mr. Small.
Yeah, Mr. Kiata, wagwan.
Mr. Small, I'm in a community named Cedar Manor this morning.
Cedar Manor is where?
In Portmore.
Near to where?
Near to, Gregory Park?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that scheme that them built in Gregory Park. Near Gregory Park.
You know, reach Hamilton
Jerry?
Garden?
Yeah, yes, sir. Jerry, the people in here, they are in the middle class, right?
Yeah.
And what they have done, you have some boys
middle income, you mean middle income?
Middle income, Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry, me stand for all your correction,
Well.
No,
Right, man.
No, what I see these people do, because some thieves were preying on them, they went and they employed their own security.
Yeah.
Through their salary and put up a turn their community in a nice gated community. And employ a private security, and they pull up together through their community, watch, and put money together and pay the security to man the gate.
Yeah.
When I come in through the gate, they have to call the house that I'm going to visit for them to give me clearance.
Yeah,
And I have to show my ID.
Yeah.
And sign the register in and sign it out.
Yeah, the security is armed.
Well, I don't know, but I know they have a lot of cameras in there that they watch the scheme. father, I think they use armed security at night, but not at day. Isn't that beautiful as a community, Jerry?
Yeah, the self-help is always good.
Self-help, you see? No, Jerry, I hear you talking about this trans fat and Butter call you about this cholesterol.
I hear what him name do.
Butter. You know for butter up things, man.
Yeah, but I think some of the butter not having no cholesterol, but some have it.
Right. You know, one of the things that give you the most trans fat is tough crackers, you know?
How come?
Yeah, man.
The bacon night them use only for our lard, what them use?
Yes, Jerry. And when you eat it and it digests in your body, it can clog up your arteries.
Oh, yeah, sir.
You know that 9 teachers died in 2 weeks in Jamaica?
Yes.
Most of them just dropped down and dead.
Yes. I hear about
Let me tell you what I use to cool my tension before I go to bed most times, Jerry. It's a fish tank. When you have a fish tank in your house, you see, little aquarium, even on your internet, you know, if you have a laptop, computer, or a desktop, watching fish swim before you go to bed can help build back your brainwave, reduce your tension, and relax you, and you get a good night's sleep, Jerry. Watching fish swim.
I hear that how?
Things when me know, me research and do.
Oh.
No hear say. It relaxes you, Jerry, when you watch. It's like how me talk so much.
Like how the fish tank so small.
Yeah.
And as him go so him buck up and him turn back, him just go so and go so. Because your fish tank no measure 20 foot.
No, man, me no need such a large fish tank.
That mean him just swim back and forth.
You're just watching them swim. And you follow them with your eyes.
But them supposed to stress out.
Oh.
The fish them.
No, them not stress out, Jerry. They would like they would like to swim in the sea, but it's you cage them in the fish tank as pet.
Pet? Them are you? Hold on there. Them are you come to agreement?
You know. Jerry had his best, you know, we don't come to the agreement, but we have dominion over all things, man.
You call the fish pet and him come to agreement. Me see when people have pet dog and pet pussy all over them, and the dog happy when they come home and all them with it. But the fish, you and the fish have no agreement?
No, but we have dominion over him, so we take care of him and feed them.
Dominion and no consent arrangement.
No,
that a rape.
no, but
rape.
Yeah, but dominion, man.
Oh.
Anyway, the fish does help here, Jerry.
Yeah, watching them. No, hear me now. All right. Then hear me now. The lion there, a therapy the man did I do when I push a finger in the lion mouth.
Trial and error.
No man, no trial and error. I try him try a thing a long time ago with that lion, about a month. I must have a couple of years I do that now and I raise money and people take photo and I get money now.
Yes, you want to take risk.
But when the lion check up and sick, and the lion is a man like the lion study accounts, you know. You know?
Yes.
When the lion check up how much money the guy make. And when you believe, when you take a sack, when up your tough crackers the man I bring come get lion.
Yes,
pure cholesterol. Pure cholesterol. Yes, pure cholesterol.
Yes.
And the lion does time and say, watch one, I bet you. I bet you want to see a joke. Watch when it come to me. See what I go on when it come to me.
Yes, I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm from him blood, him lion smell him blood, you know, Jerry.
No, I tell you, it's from a little drop of the blood there. Yeah, man, when him smell, because I made imagine just like what you say now. So when the lion smell the blood, the lion say, you know, so me don't let him go. But, boy, it tastes good.
Yes, I love this blood, yeah.
But you know, say lion are the people of Jamaica that do.
Yes, Jerry. Then you don't know that to Jerry.
And the guy we're pushing him finger in him out there are the Minister of Security and the Security Force, I'm not, you know.
Then Jerry, on a serious note now, you see.
But notice you skip over that one, you know, answer that one.
Yeah, man, everything what you say is true, man. But on a serious note, you know, here one of the professor up by UWI of economics.
Yeah.
Him tell the Bank of Jamaica, say a foolishness, Mr. Biles, I tell the public of Jamaica about inflation and what going on. And him side, all the thing that Biden said the year before yesterday that if China invade Taiwan, America going to intervene. The professor tell the governor of the bank, I say, I'll even them talk from Biden are going to raise up inflation.
Yeah.
But what about a man at the Bank of Jamaica, a retired man, a retired executive, who is getting about 40 million a year for his pension.
Yeah.
And them contract him at the Bank of Jamaica as an independent bank and giving him 30 million a year more.
Oh, yeah, sir.
To control the finances of Jamaica. What kind of something that?
That mean about $1.5 million a month. Hold on, 40 and 30.
70.
That about
70 divided by 12.
$6 million a month, I get.
Talk to me now, Jerry, man. Talk to me now, man. Talk to the people. And Jerry. And when you take a start the people them who work in the bar, in the cash pot, in the retail outlet, them down a town, them a work without pay slip. And working below the minimum wage. What kind of country is?
But you always come ask them kind of question, you know, bring a solution over for change the country.
But me a solution, me I gotta tell you now, so the people them must walk off of them work. I make the people them know so we serious about road.
Walk off of them work. Walk off of them work.
Yeah. Walk off of that, man. I make.
Hold on, walk off and come back.
Eh?
Walk off and come back.
Strike, Jerry. Go slow.
Walk off and work a different thing from strike, you know.
Yeah. Well, correct that. Strike.
When you walk off and work, I tell work to go to hell.
Because, Jerry, I'm going to teach you how much that me learn when me that study accounts at college, you see? Yeah. And when you listen me carefully.
Yeah, me I listen.
You know them can radicalize the feminists among us. That's what they do.
The feminists are who?
The female.
No, feminists are not female. Feminists are who are fight for female.
Yeah, they can, you ever hear about radical feminism, Jerry?
Yeah.
All right, let me tell you how they do it in Jamaica. Let's say me, Neville, my spouse working out wholesale downtown. And she get up out her bed 5 o'clock a morning to get herself ready to go work at 8 o'clock. And she come home back to me 8 o'clock at night. And she doesn't get her homework, overtime pay. She not get double time pay. But she give in the hours, and when she done work for the week, them give her 10,000. You know, when she come home to me have to fill that gap.
Oh, you full the gap. You full the gap.
My salary that I get, she going to have more demands on it for me to give her the lifestyle and maintain my lifestyle, right?
That after she done spend her $10,000?
Pardon me?
That after she done spend her $10,000?
Jerry, most women not spend them $10,000. Them man must mind them. You don't know that I culture down here.
No, sir. Most women
what?
Most women mind the picnic man now get nothing.
No, Jerry, man. Most man have to maintain him household and maintain the woman, and when she get for her money, she don't even want to pay no bill outside. She may contribute to the water rate, which is the lowest bill in the house. Jerry, you know, say when them do that, and we get broke as man, our woman gone left we. But if she get her correct money like all a cash pot vendor now, who's supposed to get $21,000 a week by law, based on the hours that them put in, would have better households and better relationship and better family, you know. And this transactional sex thing wouldn't be so high in the country that is causing so much crime and violence, you know. You don't believe that?
I don't know so much about the transactional sex.
You want me to tell you about it?
Yeah, go on now.
It's a radical feminism strategy where, because they underpay the female, she get in time like this now where her insecurity show up more and she more vulnerable, can't even maintain herself. What she do is live off of the area bank. And then the weaker males get caught up in it because of this transaction. So every time I want to wet my whistle, it going to cost me at least 5,000. I am 15 years old now, Jerry.
You can't come here and talk about your personal affairs a minute.
No, me I tell you what it is from Negril Point to Moran Point. I just shoot enough man now take up the phone and tell you.
So wait, so me not live in Jamaica?
Eh?
Me not live in Jamaica?
But you married and live happily ever after, Jerry. You're one of the greatest husband in Jamaica.
A pure novel, you alright, man. A pure novel, you alright.
Pure novel, me attack. Jerry. How much man at your age? How old are you now, Mr. Smart?
Go on, talk what you know about, man. Go on.
At your age, how much man at your age now willing to come on the radio, educating the world? And by the way, all who listen Jerry Small and watching him on the internet, make sure you subscribe to the man channel and press the like button, man. Because Jerry, you're so big over the world.
All right, I forgot to some live chat.
Eh?
I forgot to some live chat.
Yeah, but let me tell you this, Jerry. When them underpay our females like this in these sectors and not paying them right money, the females must take action against it and strike, man, because too much pressure is on the black African males for us to maintain the woman, and most of us can't do it. And as we get them all left way, and when them left way, most of us are just ridiculing the system, and it can't work much longer, Jerry.
All right, true.
You have a man who are presiding over that I get 6 million a week.
Yeah, man, true, man.
6 million a month.
All right.
I still want more.
I'm going to go to some live chat now.
You take care, Jerry.
Thank you very much. Sister D. Ruben here. Ross Bongo, please hear like King Man Ross Ruben and his Earth Strong. Oh, yes, sir. Earth Strong today. And blessment today. Forward him. Enough love from I. Okay, this moment. We'll pack a big kiss and big heart. Yes, man. Sister D. Ruben if you can play This Train by Culture for you, much appreciate love. This Train by Culture. Alright, This Train. But not by Bob Marley though. But not by the Wailers. Alright. Next live chat, Sister D. Ruben continue again. The Natal Basket at the time, them see the threat of Rastafari to them world order. And the Natal Basket said, true as Rastafari's highlight and no candlelight. Yeah, man, and she continued. Can't out the light, the Rastafari, no time at all. All right, let's get back to the telephone. Good afternoon, welcome. Good afternoon, welcome to the program.
Yes, Bella, give thanks.
Well, go on.
You don't forget to tell you, say, we have the one call for again of us. But me have a call. Guess what?
Yeah.
I'm Morrow Earth Strong today, of us.
Morrow from Flats?
Yes, man.
Oh, yes, man. Suppose to touch way up.
Yes, the man, if I'm correct, I suppose about 87 today, you know?
I think him have about 2 more on it. What you say?
No, we're ready for the 2 yet, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'm call to big him up on him blessed day still. And, this is the man who started the youth club in Ellison Flats, you know?
Yeah, man, a legend in Ellison Flat, Kingston.
Yes, man. Most definitely, my bedroom. And
Brother Morrison. Now, Morrison, him name?
Yes. He is Wilbert Morrison.
Okay.
Same idea with it. So big him up on the merch strong and wish him all the best. He's not 100, but go when they get up in them.
No, I'm on 100, am I 87?
Yes.
And when he reach up in them stratosphere there, better take the single them.
Of course.
And don't wait for no big hit.
Of course, And just remembering the achievements of Ellison Flats football team over the years, And this was one of the men who started the foundation.
Great, great.
You know, and you know when people do good things,
yeah,
we're not gonna make it go by the wayside.
You get them many happy returns. Get many returns. You get them many happy returns, yeah.
Most definitely, my brother. Most definitely. So let's big him up for them Earth Strong said we, and all the other people who are Earth Strong, big up the item said we.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Give thanks, my brother.
Next call. Good afternoon. Welcome. Next one.
Good afternoon, Mr. Small.
How you doing, Miss Young?
Yes, sir. How was the weekend?
Well, it was good. I do a little traveling, you know.
Okay, good. Yes, sir. Good afternoon to your callers as well. Yeah, just want to pass on a little bit of information that I learned. For people that are, you know, most of us will eat, and we're not supposed to eat greasy food and all of that, but
yeah.
I learned from some other nations that they say that when after they eat their meal, they always have a hot cup of tea instead of cold drinks. That's what we normally do.
Oh, yes.
After we eat, we drink drinks, but they say it's best to have a hot cup of tea. Because if you take in intake of grease, it so maybe melt it, make it go through faster instead of clog the system.
Oh.
Yes, and I've been practicing that. I'm not constant, but I practice it, you know, and others can try it and see how it works for them.
Great.
Yes, sir. So, listen to the program as usual. Have a good day, and your callers.
Yeah, man.
Enjoying the show, so all right. Listen.
Yeah, man. Boy, really, especially in middle day, with the with the hot food followed by the cold drinks, yeah, man.
Yes, this is a good practice because that's what they have been doing, and I think those people eat a lot of what you call meat.
Yeah.
You know, meat have grease, so then wash it down with hot thing instead of cold thing. Because the cold thing make you like sleep up. But the hot things make you go through like that.
And that I must say that happened with the lion.
Sir?
I must say that happened when the man push him finger in a lion mouth. Finger
what
probably,
thing is, sir?
Yes. Him finger probably cold them time there, but after a while now the lion get tired of that, man.
Well, the lion say all good things must come to an end.
Yes.
Yes, all right.
Yeah, man, him touch the wrong button in a lion mouth.
Touch the wrong button the wrong time, so it's a time and a season. Kenny rather say you have to know when to do and when not to do.
And when to fall, yeah. Him go touch a delete button in a lion mouth, ma delete.
Oh my God.
I don't know, say I want to film digit, I go delete.
Yes, sir. Well, that's where you go.
No, I really laugh half time still, but it's the most plain.
No, sir, no. Yeah.
Lucky still.
All right. Yes, all right.
All right, thank you very much, dear Miss Young.
Cool.
We have more there? All right. We have a piece of music. Where it was requested again. This Train by Culture, no? Josephville. But anyway, let us take this call. Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon. Welcome.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome.
And good afternoon to your listeners and callers.
Yeah, man, what go on?
You know, say, you have a thing, you know, where from a long time, we keep on a puzzle, and I try to figure it out.
Yeah.
And it's simple still. I don't know if you know if I write, when Marcus Garvey is there, black man or the black nation. I don't know if a black man or a black nation will find them back against the wall.
It is attributed, or it is said by many people that Garvey did make this prediction either about the Jamaican people or about the African people outside Africa, they call the black people. Say them now know themselves till them back against the wall. That's a widely attributed quotation from Garvey where them said so or not. I don't know the occasion or the more than one occasion where he might have said that.
Okay. Because in my mind, a man like Marcus Garvey is come to that, you know, to say something like that. He would have most of it because he's a man where...
No, you never finished saying what you're saying. He would have most of what?
All right. It seems to come to that conclusion. It that be something where he look at carefully and arrive at that conclusion.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, him arrive at that and say, boy, you know, but the thing when we want to know if him say the black race or if him did just talk about Jamaican or if him if him say black man.
Yeah, but certainly, if people don't know themselves, it is quite likely that them back going to reach against a wall.
Okay, but...
And when them back reach against a wall, that means that them not have no further can back and them have a face right in front of them.
Well, that is true.
Most likely them forced to know themselves, yes?
Okay. Well, to me, you know, because of the things when you see happen to my race all over the world, I wonder if we actually get there or we did it or what. You know, you don't really know.
Yeah, our people them back up on the wall a long time.
Okay. So you have no alternative no more than to move forward. But
know yourself and decide what you do.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, as an individual, that might be easy for you to do, but when you look at it as a people, you don't see that reality. You kind of wonder, you know.
All right, right now. You live in Jamaica?
Yeah.
All right. What is the situation of the majority of Jamaica? At least 50% and more of Jamaica. What is the situation with them now?
I mean, a very poor condition, meaning we are trying to survive.
Hard. You know, see, it's a condition mostly of hardship and uncertainty. And the uncertainty is almost crueler than the hardship itself.
Yeah.
All right. So in that situation, you find that is the situation of most of the people in Jamaica. All right. So what sign you see of things going to work out all right for the people of Jamaica, especially the more than halfway in a serious condition? What sign you see? I'll do it in a bad position, something not going to work out. What sign of that you see?
Well, the sign of that probably would have to mean the people would have to gather them things together and themselves and then something there, but...
No, I'm asking you, what sign you see of things, although them bad now, you make your confidence everything will go work out? What sign of that you see?
I would say, for me, I can see the strength in my people still in terms of the things that they do every day. You know?
Like what?
Well, in sport, in individual things and then stuff that, as you know, for instance, the black people go all over the world and become very important and all of these things, you know, but when you look on it in a general sense, where the people as a nation move together and in some way, something will strike you, say, boy, you know, you can really say, we are gathered ourselves.
Are you there? Not there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you can say that, yeah, and therefore?
Yeah. And therefore, to me, if me not see that, I don't see that sense right now.
All right. Okay, I agree. Like how it is difficult to see that now, you see?
Yeah.
What is the best thing that you, and maybe most likely many others, what is the best thing that you can do, seeing that you can't see the sign of that right now?
Well, the best thing what you can do, you know, is create these things where you would like to see, meaning or make them happen. That are the best thing what you can do.
All right, as an individual. Not being.
No, you can't.
Listen to me, please.
Okay.
As an individual, Not sure that you can rely on the cooperation of any other person. In the meantime, what can you do?
Well, you as an individual, you know, can set up the things in your surroundings. Probably it can mean that you need to grow some little food and do some little things that is important to you, and probably still it can extend to the people around you and so far that can reach and so forth.
All right, well, here what I find. I find that especially when it is not apparent that there's any likelihood or any soonness about people getting into action together and all that kind of way. When that is apparent, I find that the most effective thing that I can go and do, because if that apparent to me and I can't do nothing about it, I am sure that have a kind of gloomy effect upon people individually. I find that the best thing that people can do when them don't see any sign of any great sign of any progress or any cooperation is to start address them own self. What improvement I individually can make in my movement and myself.
Well, that is true. That is basically that's what I was saying, you know. That is true.
Because if things don't look too hopeful collectively, it's going to affect you if you don't have any satisfaction in your movement. I think there are so many things that there's so many things that we can benefit from by adjusting. No matter how old we are, there's supposed to be several things we can do that can let go that we didn't need to let go a long time, or can start doing that we didn't need to start the long time.
That is true. That is true. I would not say anything about that. Those points are, you know, straight on and so forth, you know. But as I say, in terms of the Marcus Garvey thing, you know, it keep on puzzling me, you know, why Marcus, after all his travel and movements with black people, and why he would arrive at seeing something like that.
All right, tell me something. You know that Marcus Garvey went away and was very successful?
Yes, that is true.
Yes, he went away. He went to England first, he went to Panama, he went to Cuba, he went to many places.
Yeah.
But one of the trips that he made, that he made the most progress is 1916, him leave Jamaica and go America. And he make a lot of progress and people start to get to know him. And by 1920, him call an international meeting and him spend 5 more years in America doing very great. From 1920 to 1925, him did great in America, along with him team, you know, because no one can do no great work by themselves. Between 1920 and 1925, him doing some great work and some great progress in America. But by 1925, they managed to trap him and put him in prison. And they had him in prison about 2 years. And them take him straight out of prison and push him on a boat and send him go straight to Jamaica, never to come back in America. And do you have any idea about what him passed through between 1927 when him reached Jamaica and 8 years later, 1935, when him get fed up and leave? You have any idea what they take place in those 8 years?
No.
All right. No. Check out what him passed through in those 8 years. What kind of success and what kind of difficulty. And you'll find out now what really caused him to have certain attitude. Just check out what, after him get deported in 1927, form the first political party 2 years later, win a seat in a corporation, then put him in prison. Again, him go to prison in America in 1925, him go to prison again in 1930 in Jamaica. And them go until them take away the seat where him did win from him through him the day of prison. And after that, them take away a whole heap of property from him, them take property from the organization, them take away property from himself personally, and them take away property from his wife and mash him up. Them get completely disillusioned, disheartened, and frustrated. 1935, him leave Jamaica, say him will never come back here. Just check out one way him go through in them time. Matter of fact, the Rastafari movement rise up in Jamaica in that period of time. And him started to denounce it because he was passing through so much difficulty. Him started denouncing the Rastafari movement. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, a whole heap of things that we might not know, but which if we find out, will explain certain things. And like Mandela and like many other people, him do some great work, and him also make some misjudgment in himself. But I still value him greatly.
Well, I value him greatly, you know.
All right, here we do. I forgot to our next call, but call me back again anytime, no? Because we have more than 1 hour left in the program.
All right.
Thank you very much, yeah? Have any more call? Next one. Good afternoon and welcome.
Hi, Jerry. Good afternoon.
Hello, Marie.
Yeah, what's up?
Nice.
Yeah, Jerry, I heard it this morning you're talking about that man that stupidly put his hand or finger or whatever body part him choose into the lion's mouth.
You mean the Prime Minister?
The who?
You mean the Prime Minister?
No, man. Somebody not got the zoo down,
But are the Prime Minister, are the Prime Minister,
Are the Prime Minister?
Yes.
That man don't look
And
like
that lion is we.
Oh, okay. I see the analogy. Okay. But me grew up and granny, your mother say, yeah, take time, take your hand out a lion mouth.
Yeah, but you know that the Prime Minister, him don't listen grandmother, him only listen about bitter medicine and see him get it there.
Yeah, well, granny. Well, he said that his grandmother gave him eucalyptus oil. Eucalyptus, I think eucalyptus.
Yes, bitter medicine.
When he was talking about bitter medicine.
Yeah, but him grandmother never tell him to go and put him on a lion mouth. She tell him after him put hand in a lion mouth what him to do. But she never tell him to go do that.
Take time dry it out.
Yeah.
Well, that lion wasn't having it.
That lion is we the people of Jamaica.
Yeah, I know. That could be like a cartoon thing, because
well, watch and see if it not come out.
Yeah, cartoonists like to do oh God, what's the word?
Caricature.
Caricatures, yeah, So maybe so if I did foreign, that probably don't do long time,
No, them listen this program and other programs like this. All the while, Mr. them make cartoon of a thing on them.
Yeah, because the latest one I'm see is that there was a knife stuck in the back of Maduro, and Andrew Cowardly saying to the lady that is campaigning to take time so she can draw out the backstabbing. That coming like
that time when you look over there and see Maduro, you see him with the knife in his back.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, him and the Jamaican woman, he must sweet up the Jamaican woman and I use her for God do him dirty work. Who was talking to Maduro while him have the knife in his back?
Uncle Joey.
No, Joe Sam. Joe Sam. Yes, I make friend. After him, same one send wholeness.
Yeah.
For tab. Not even Maduro, no. Tab Venezuela in them front. In our front. And is on our front, him stab Venezuela. No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, is on them front, him tab her.
Yeah.
And then now, him same one Biden send him for go do it. And then now, when Biden go meet up on a bigger opponent, bigger than Venezuela, see him use wholeness. Him go himself and him use wholeness now.
Well,
see if you can draw. See if you can draw.
When we look a bit the other day, them said don't follow behind nobody PP clock.
Yeah, because you will get clock.
So that's what
you will get what the dog get. You know what the dog it get. The dog they.
Who know him?
Clark, man, our big fat minister. Clark him the name? What our big fat Roger Clark.
Yeah, Roger, yeah.
Him get there from Roger Clark.
But you can't. And sometimes, unfortunately, they have this saying, say, take back your duck and give me back whatever. But you don't get back nothing. You get an people do. You see this age of social media, Jerry, it makes people do some stupid, some idiot.
For attention.
Yeah, the lion wasn't having it, Jerry.
No, him have it, But him fed up. The lion cup.
Yeah.
The lion
I wrote exactly that and said lions weren't made to be cooped up. So nobody come and I look.
Are we in? Are we the people in?
Yeah.
That lion and the whole zoo, all of the animals in the zoo represent we.
I go. You talk like Animal Farm.
Same way.
I have been to that zoo down in St. Elizabeth. It's a nice zoo, a big place and all of that. But the fact of the matter is that the lions, them animals there, unless even if they're bred in captivity, maybe instinct, their instinct later on I go come out and say, this is like a cage, this is like a 2x4 where, me not have no space for room. Me not have, me have wait for somebody feed me. Me can't get out and go, and go hunt. The Serengeti National Park in Tanzania and Kenya, so that place is like them say over 12,000, how much square miles, whatever. Yeah, you have all these animals, that roam wildly. I used to this lion kitty. You think the animals get frustrated just like humans?
More than human being. Yeah, because human being is a domesticated. Human being is a domesticated animal, and the lion all of them animals is in the wild.
Yeah, and you have this animal cooped up. You gotta anatize this animal. You know things that
no, look here. It's not that them that start,
Yeah.
Hello.
I stop about the fan regular. Somebody says something I'm gonna go do all the time, So it look like the lion, the king of the beast, the king of the jungle, to say not today. When I Jerry, right?
Hold on. Yeah. Says months that guy they always do that thing over years.
Other people that say, but trying everything you hear, you can't believe.
No man, look here, him do it for the likes,
Yeah.
Him do it for the likes, and people take photo and him get photo up and him get tip and all them, And you have other workers at that zoo do the same thing,
Yeah, teach the animals them.
Yes, so them is like the JDF, and the police. Lord. You know that the politician of Jamaica.
Yeah.
They use the JDF and the police not to defend Jamaica, What they use the police and the soldiers in Jamaica for?
I don't know, for terrorize the citizens.
I wouldn't use the word terrorize.
Okay.
That is only one of the weapons.
Yeah.
They use them to keep the people in check.
Okay.
And if it's necessary for terrorize, the politician use them to terrorize. I wouldn't just say terrorize.
Okay.
Them use them to keep them in check.
Yeah.
And where the soldiers and police? Hold on, please.
Yeah.
Where the soldiers and police come from? Which part of the population the soldiers and police come from?
The lower social demographic.
The lower income part of the population. I don't want to talk about low class or middle class. I prefer to talk about middle income and lower income. Yeah. And when you are a lower income person or you're from the lower income segment of the population, if you even go to high school, because more than half of the children in Jamaica get to go to high school now. If you even come from high school, when you leave school, do you have a prospect of a good job?
No, not really.
All right. Military and police is a significantly better job than what the average school leaver can get?
Yeah.
So it's we the same animal in the zoo, because Jamaica is a prison colony. And like unto a zoo, where you make money by keeping the animal in the zoo and people. Either you make the animal go and make a living, and people watch them make a living, but it's a zoo and a prison colony. And the keepers of the zoo and the keepers of the prison colony come from out of the prison population,
Yeah.
Most of the disciplinarian inside prison is other prisoners,
Yeah.
But senior prisoner, long service prisoner, and them way there.
Yeah.
And you know that to join the soldier and the police, you're going to get a better job. Because the soldier and police start out at more than $15,000 a week, which is more than 2 times the minimum wage.
Yeah.
So that is how they use them against the rest of them own relative and friend.
Yeah.
And they will push them finger and then push them rifle, push them rifle in a people's mouth all the while. Then push them rifle in a people's ears and in your belly. Kick you down on the ground.
And even use their feet to Jerry
Yes, they do. We're not telling a lie on soldier and police. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And yet you have a lot of decent military officer and police officer. But the fact is that they are trained and ordered to do these things by their superiors.
Yeah, and but Jerry, this only happens in certain communities, Jerry, because everything soldier and police drive up in a Cherry Garden and Meadowbrook with no gun around.
Cherry Garden and Meadowbrook is not in. Hold on there. Cherry Garden and Meadowbrook is not inside the zoo. Cherry Garden and Meadowbrook is the management of the zoo residents.
They are the zookeepers, right?
No, they don't own the zoo. The owners of the zoo come from foreign. But the local management of the zoo, they are the zoo every day is them workplace, but they are not inside the zoo. We who is inside the zoo and them come to work at the zoo. We and you work same place now. We and them work same place now.
Yeah.
We work behind the hedge. All right. The other day when them bring the Queen Grand Picnic come here.
Yeah.
You never see the picture of the Grand Picnic on one side of the mesh wire.
Yeah.
And the trench down people on the other side.
On the other side.
And you never see them push through one of them finger and a touch finger with somebody like a picnic. You never saw it. You never saw that picture.
Jerry, you were never too interested in it.
Did you not see the picture with the mesh wire between the trench down people?
I saw that part, but I never see the finger touching.
All right,
okay.
okay.
I never see that part.
All right,
never
okay.
into it like that, you know, to watch it. You understand me?
Yes.
To watch, to see the little delicacies or whatever. I didn't watch it that way.
And talking
Jerry,
about delicacy.
You see,
yeah, man, go on.
You know, so you see, Jerry, right away, by what you just said a while ago, you just dictated and illustrated.
Define. I never dictate none. I define.
All right, you defined a whole book right there. So, Jerry, tantamount to George Orwell's Animal Farm, Jerry.
Yes, ma'am.
You just did that, you know.
But I know that we've been talking about it for 2 weeks now, but you're not been noticing. You were busy because you had to do some community work. You were busy.
Yeah. So, you know, this man now, you know, people, don't go to zoos provoking animals. And Jerry, you know something? This cat got inside my house in a closet, Jerry. And I'm afraid of cat. I don't like cat. I prefer dogs. But I don't, for some reason, I can't take cats,
But
right?
no, but a pussy in your closet is not bad.
No, but Jerry, I going into the closet, Jerry. I don't know, Jerry. Me only see. I saw me go put her some towels and you know what? Me don't want to talk about me. Put.
And you say true. And you say some towel and some other small thing.
Linen and them something.
Some small things.
And all of that. And me pack one thing.
And you see them two green eye in there.
Contrary to what people might think, you know, people think only when you live certain places you can afford certain things or, you know, whatever. But anyway, Jerry, now this push me go buck up another closet. Jerry, me drop everything and run. And
no, I'm I first to say.
Jerry, Jerry, and usually Jerry, when them see Jerry, I always throw water and stuff on them because regardless of the fact that I don't like them, I still cannot be cruel to them. And Jerry, I go for some water and show Jerry the pussy don't see him where. And somebody go look Jerry and say, is a kitten the pussy the cat have in there.
Yes.
And Jerry, that's when I realized that these animals, when them gear them offspring, Jerry.
Yeah, man, never kill you. Sure I kill you.
Yeah. Jerry, the cat was guarding her offspring, Jerry, like a century. Jerry,
yes.
I take somebody up to take out the kitten, and Jerry, when them take out the kitten, Jerry, and the cat run outside, Jerry, the cat was frantic, trying everywhere to get back inside my house. You know, I just get rid of them the other day. This girl wanted a kitten. I said, do come take him. I go buy all the cat food, Jerry. I make her a present of the kitten and the cat and whatever. And still, you know, come on. Every time I say I'm throw water, cause Jerry, I like them. But I say this to say, I never know that these animals were so for want of a better word, I say territorial.
Of course, no better word.
Yeah, them offspring zealously, Jerry. I'm even say, it put me in mind with the song, The Monkey Speaks His Mind. When the man say, you'll never see a fellow monkey hurting another monkey.
Yes.
I say, my God, look how zealous this puss, a guard, our kitten.
No, but look here. Where the kitten come from?
Where the kitten come from?
Yeah.
But I'm not understanding when you say
you don't know where a kitten come from?
Well, I mean, she gave birth to the kitten.
I said, where it come from?
From out her belly.
No, but it come through our private. Then she go bring something to life through our private and go through so much pain. And you think she gonna make anybody come finger up our kitten after it go through heaven and hell?
Well, but But Jerry, that's why I said, Jerry, I looked at it and said, look how we humans treat each other. You understand me? Even some, with abuse and all of that. And this is an animal. We're supposed to be at the top of the social order when it comes on to animals, because, people regard human being as the top of the chain. And look how we treat our fellow citizens and stuff like that.
Not we. I don't know about you. Me not treat them bad, and I don't think you treat them bad. You only have put yourself in you. All the while you take ownership for things that you not do.
No, but
you pass gas on people.
If my pass what?
You pass gas on people.
No, because
then how you own up all kind of bad behavior and things.
No, that would not be good to social manners. But what I'm saying, back to the original premise of what I'm saying. This man, people, animals are in zoos, right? They are there unwillingly. Because if you open the zoo now and let them out.
Then wait, me and you, Marie, and you is in Jamaica willingly?
Well, Jeremy born here,
No. The lion were born. I know lion were born up a whoop zoo and them not there willingly. You are here in Jamaica, you're under them condition, you're willingly?
Right. No, born in captivity.
Oh.
They were born in captivity.
Oh.
And these animals that are born in captivity, there is this instinct within them that, wants
if
to
it
be
take,
free.
hear me now, hear the instinct in the animal were born in captivity. Him say if it take 1,000 years, he might come out of this, and he might come out of it alive. And that's the main reason why I'm breeding, Because coming out of this alive. It take 1,000 years.
This brings me back to roots with the character Kunta Kinte, which was a real person, I remember Mad Sinclair, our Jamaican actress, she's dead now.
Yeah.
When after them he would chop off Kunta's foot. And Kunta was born in slavery, So there's a difference when you're born in slavery from when you are being captured. You were free. And she said to him, I remember a line that she said, Kunta always said, why you always a try for run away? Look how Master treat you good, and you just want to run away. She been born into slavery, could not understand that Kunta not have no concept of nobody own him, and tie him down and chain him up and chop off him foot. So even with a half a foot, Kunta yearned to be free, Jerry.
Yes,
understand me?
Well, me find out them thing there when me a little boy 3-4 year old.
Yeah.
I not about to nothing or no one.
Yeah.
And nobody never teach me, and I wasn't a troublemaker. I just and I find it that human instinct. I felt that way not because I was different. I felt that way because I'm a human. I'm realizing under no circumstance I'm not about to no one.
Yeah. So I'm ask you something, Jerry, because I'm only see the part of the video. So what? The lion took off the whole finger because the way
No, the lion never take it off. The guy give the finger to the lion and the lion accept it. You ever hear about when Buju Banton did I say, oh, the girl accept the peg?
No, I don't know that.
Yes, anyway. The lion accept the finger, and then the guy take leave of the guy want to take leave of the lion, and he had to, in order to do so, he had to take leave of the finger.
So may I ask you, so him lose the finger then, Jerry?
Him never lose it. He never lose it.
Okay,
him donate it.
When he finally got loose, him drop a ground. Well, you know what? The king of the jungle say, not today. Every day you come here with your lily and your play and your idiot thing.
Yeah.
I like today. Because my mind is in the Serengeti, in Tanzania and Kenya.
Yeah.
When me I roam free, I work it up a male lion.
And not only that, I'm thinking, no, I don't really want to disparage the guy, but the finger never smell good to the lion.
All right, but listen to this, Jerry. We all know that the males don't do any hunting. It's the females who hunt. You understand me? Because the lion's duty, the male lion duty, is to guard that pride. You understand me? Which, if not make no other male lion come in and come take over him thing. Because you know that, you see, Jerry, in order for a female to mate with if a lioness has cubs, in order for her to mate with that male, he has to commit infanticide. He must kill the cub them, because as long as she is nursing her cubs, she will not mate with him. So his duty is to lay down there, play a strong arm. Any other male come in, you have to fight me for this if you want my territory.
Yeah, but Marie, why you sound like one real lioness, you know? Well, I'll give you a break. I'll give a break. Hold on. Take it easy, no, man. Let go my finger, no, man.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Call me back. You laugh. What is joke to you? What a joke to you?
Even
You
if
start
Trump
again. Hold on there.
Yeah.
Hold on there, man.
said it on
Hold on. I want to tell you, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, cat, got your tongue. Hold on there. Hear this now.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a piece of music. I want you to call me back because I have to let go
I'm
too.
not guarantee for calling back, but I just say this. Even his Cubs, Jerry, when them restart
Why you tricky fire, boy?
them run them way, and so go and look on their own pride because they shall not stay here and become a detriment and want to come fight me
Yes,
later
all
for
right.
territory.
Thank you very much.
Jerry McMahon.
This
All
train, make them learn this lesson. This train from culture. This one was requested. This train, thank you very much. Ask the caller.
This being a righteous train. Train to Zion. When I was just a kid, my mama used to teach me this song. Come here, she teach me this. This train carry no backbiters. This train. This train carry no backbiters. This train. This train carry no backbiters. Jaja choosing people. Whoa. This train. This train carry no wrongdoers. This train. Say, this train carry no wrongdoers. This train. This train carry no wrongdoers. Only carry the righteous people. This train. This train is bound to Africa. This train. This train, it is bound for Africa. This train. This train, it is bound for Africa. This train, it is bound for Zion. This train. This train, it is bound for Mount Zion. This train. This train, it is bound for Zion. Oh, carry the righteous people. Come with love and unity. This train. Tell me now. Whoa.
Yes, that is this strain by culture. I don't remember who did request it, but somebody did request it. Yes, they did. Yes, man. Take the next call. Good afternoon and welcome. Good afternoon, welcome.
Afternoon.
Welcome.
Well, thank you, and greetings to your.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Hi, greetings to your callers as well.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I kind of heard a little bit about the cholesterol discussion, and I wanted to add a little bit to it. I agree with the callers, and what they shared about it, but there are a couple things that I'm sure you would not see on Google, and you've probably never heard them either.
Yeah.
First of all, cholesterol is not a taboo. It is not a bad thing.
Yes, as I said, I hear all the while that there's good cholesterol.
Well, it's the little things that carry the cholesterol is either good or bad. You have HDL. I'm sure you've heard that term, HDL and LDL. The high-density lipoproteins and the low-density lipoproteins, those are what can be good or bad. Yeah. So they say the more of the HDL that you have would be better than the LDL. Those are the low ones. So those would be the bad ones. And that is really where the problem is. And that is directly connected to your diet.
Okay.
Whether you have more of one or the other. And like the callers rightly said, it has to do with the amount of saturated fat, which is the fat that hardens at room temperature, like beef fat and pork and certain other, even coconut oil.
Yes.
People say coconut oil has cholesterol. It does not have cholesterol because you don't get cholesterol from plants.
Oh yeah.
It's from animal products.
By the way, then I'm not say peanut have cholesterol.
No, but no, plants do not produce it. It's animal products.
What is it that peanut have that they might be mistaken for cholesterol?
What the coconut has is a saturated fat.
No, not coconut. Oh, so peanut has what? What is a peanut has?
No, I'm saying the coconut has the saturated fat because it hardens at room temperature. You notice how it gets solid sometimes?
Yes, yes.
So because it gets solid, because of the type of fat it has, it can contribute to the increase in the cholesterol, but it does not in of itself contain cholesterol because it's a plant product. So when we're talking about lowering cholesterol, it's not a very good idea to try to lower your cholesterol. What you should try to do is get to the cause of the high cholesterol. What is causing the cholesterol to go high? Because in some instances, there have been research showing that by taking cholesterol-lowering drugs like NSAIDs and Lipitor for women and so on, what you do is the more you lower it, is the more your body produces it because it is so important in your body.
Yeah.
So up to 70% of it is produced by your body, and only 30% comes from your diet.
Yeah.
So your liver makes it, your intestines make it. Even for reproduction, the male sperm needs to have steroid hormones, which is a precursor of, cholesterol is a precursor of the steroid hormones. So you need to have steroid hormones for reproductivity, for fertility. So you don't want to lower it. You want to find what is causing it to get high. And I'm like I mentioned, it's mostly your diet, like the type of food. If you eat a lot of, one gentleman was so correct. He says, eat from plants and not from things made in plants. And that's the best way to say it because that's the easiest way to explain it. If you stay natural rather than the packaged and processed things, sometimes it's what they put in it to keep it on the shelf that causes the problem, the kind of fats that they use, the amount of sodium content and all. Those are the things that are unhealthy. And that's why you want to stay away from processed foods and stick to naturally occurring fruits and vegetables. And that's one way you can actually lower it in terms of your diet. There's also another thing that can cause your cholesterol to be high, and that is if you don't have regular bowel movements. No, people are going to tell me I'm talking rubbish because they've never heard and they would never hear that.
When you say hello, when you say not regularly, you mean that it is it is not on a regular time basis, or that it is behind time?
A regular bowel movement is considered 12 to 24 hours after you've had your meals.
So hear me now. So hold on. So therefore, if it can be as many as 24 hours, it can be one a day. It can be once a day then.
Yes, it can be once a day, but that's about the maximum. You don't want to go once in 2 daes or once in 3 days, not to mention once in 3 or in a week, which some people will say and think it's natural.
No, if here how that can work. You don't have that action for 24 hours, but when the 24 hours come, you have 3 that day, and then the next 24 hours pass, and the day after, the second day, you have 3 that day.
No, well, that's kind of unlikely. That maybe happened to 1 or 2 people, but what happens is if you are taking in regular amount of fiber, which is what is necessary for this. If you're eating a lot of fiber, which comes from, for example, raw vegetables, for example, when you have your raw salad, you are getting a lot of fiber because those fruits and vegetables are not broken down, so you get the fiber from it. If you're taking things like, somebody else mentioned that too, like seeds, nuts and seeds, and especially like flaxseed, that has both soluble and insoluble fiber. If you're eating apple, for example, those things are great for giving fiber to the body. And if you take those with a lot of water, and you're guaranteed to, with a lot of water, that is, you're guaranteed to go every day. Serious, because that's what the body needs for regular bowel movement, is lots of water and fiber. And if those things are not in it, then that can raise your cholesterol, because if the cholesterol doesn't go out through your bowels, it doesn't have any other way to go out of your body. That's the way it goes out through because it's also part of bile as well. So it has to go through your bowel movement, or it gets built up, and that can also cause an increase in your cholesterol. That could even build up to the point where you have ear problems, where you have hearing problems.
All right.
It's a hard fatty substance. So I was just saying, those are not some of the things.
No, hold on. How you say it bring hearing problems?
Yeah, it can contribute to, just as how you talk about the wax, about the cholesterol building up in the arteries and clogging it over time. Yeah, it can build up in any artery anywhere.
Any gland? You mean any gland?
I wouldn't necessarily say gland. I would prefer to say
So how they build deposit in the artery would affect the ears?
What happens is that it's hard and waxy, so it is all over your body, and it is made all over your body, so it can go anywhere. It is made all over your body, and it is produced. Most of it is produced in your body, so it can go in your, just as how it's part of your bile. It's also part of the bile, which is formed in the gallbladder. Cholesterol is also part of that. So it is not something and it's part of your brain as well, your neurons. It helps to protect your neurons, which is the myelin sheath that covers the neurons. Most of that is fatty substance, and that is cholesterol. That's why some people will tell you that if you take cholesterol lowering drugs for too long, then you can develop Alzheimer's, because research has shown that Alzheimer's patients have been seen to have myelin sheaths that have been depleted or eroded. So if you're taking a substance that is required for building up your myelin sheath, then that over time might have the opposite effect. So it is a serious matter in the sense that it is needed for so many functions in your body, but you want to make sure that you're keeping it in check by your diet, and also stress. Prolonged stress can also cause high cholesterol, because cholesterol is also part of the stress hormone that they call cortisol. So if you're producing too much of that over too long period, then you can increase your cholesterol. So it is not something to be taken lightly, but it is still not a bad thing. It is something that we need to regulate by our food, and we can do that. Like I said, the diet plays an important role. The fiber in your diet plays an important role. Chronic dehydration can also cause it. To build up, to escalate, because you need to have that fluid through your body, both for your blood on a whole, because then your blood gets with a viscosity. It changes the viscosity of your blood or the thickness of it. So yes, so you need to make sure you're having enough water. Make sure your stress level is not out of whack. A little bit of stress is okay, but if it's prolonged and if it's severe, then it needs to be addressed, because that will also be a problem.
We can talk more about this tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is what, Wednesday? Yeah, we could, yes.
All right, now let us do it earlier in the program.
Well, I was actually trying, but I didn't get through before, so
all right.
That's why I came so late. But yeah, but for sure, I will just reiterate what I've said for those who are not listening, and then share some other, because I believe that's how you get to the truth of any matter, by everybody giving their input on it. Because some people are going to share from their experience, others are going to share from their knowledge, and some both have knowledge and experience. So by us putting it all in the pool, we can make sense of it and help those who need to get the help. So that's why I'm just sharing that bit.
All right, thanks a lot, dear.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Nada. Good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Jerry.
Well, go on.
Not much. More said something where married I talked about not too long. But she said the lion, the male lion hunt, but all cat hunt.
Yeah, man, the male hunt, man. The male hunt, but the female
do more hunting.
More aggressive and
yeah.
She will hunt whether they miss there or not. And some of the male lion hunt alone too.
Yeah, man, hunt alone, and my stronger one. He can take down one big bull by himself, which one female lion can't take down a big bull alone.
Yeah, the female hunt in a well, I'm not an expert, but from my memory of watching certain things, them hunt kind of in a pack with tactics and strategy.
The other thing I want to talk about, I call the program this morning and I tell them, when the monkey packs come out, I see on YouTube where just black people they have a show with the sickness.
What is about monkey packs?
The monkey packs, you hear about it?
Yeah.
And from me, I see and it come out, and every time it's trolled on YouTube, I just black people, me see them a show with the symptoms.
Yes.
And them say them see, but about an hour ago now, me up on YouTube, and somebody out of Africa call them up and tell them, say them take it down, and I'm starting some white people with it now.
With what?
With the monkeypox symptoms.
Yes, well, any disease will spread amongst any people from contact or take place. Not true.
Yeah, but when I talk about it, it's like them make it look like only black people want have it.
Well, I think from it's a human disease, most people will contract it in a short time. But they trace a lot of these things to Africa. A lot of diseases hold on, please. A lot of diseases come from Europe too. All of them plague and all of them rat disease and all them things.
Yeah, just like they said the HIV come from Africa out of monkey, and that was a lie. You know, so them always are pinpoint things to Africa.
What did I tell you? Said disease come from all different places. And when the European came to the Caribbean, certain things that don't even trouble the Caribbean people, it licked them harder. You understand?
Yeah.
And certain things that not going to trouble me and you, lick them harder. And certain things that lick me and you when I go amongst them, it don't even trouble them because that endemic in them, that enough for them system. Some people comfortable with crab louse and they didn't know that. You know?
Yeah, me can't tell her that. Me
Yes, man, you have
experience
to people
that
comfortable
although me
with
never catch it.
crab laws come like them pet. And if me and you go against them now, boy, we say, kiss me neck, I'll go make a mistake. Sleep with a foreign girl. And I sleep, I go wake with the foreign girl. And I'm not sleeping under the waking.
Why didn't me tell you a story about one, you know? And she said she never knew that she have it.
I wish it. Which one are they it?
The crab louse them.
Oh.
Well, holy little.
No, she might have it and not know, you know. Because it's no trouble her. You know? You have some people have license, no trouble, you know.
Well, me can't catch them thing there, no. Me don't know why.
Hey, you try catch it?
Well, back in the 70s, you know, when you'd have head lice, everybody in our class catch it except me. And
well,
me
maybe you never
with a
had
girl about some 2 months and she have the crab louse and it never crawl upon me and tell me sit on her.
Anyway, you like talk about the crab louse, you come here talk about the lice and you're going right back at the crab louse.
They know family them, man.
Them is family?
You know.
No man, the crab louse walk sideways.
Me don't know how they walk.
But so you say you see it a walk on her?
Yeah.
Is a white lady?
Brown.
Oh. Cause I think it will show up on the white skin more.
Yeah, man. All right,
wait, so where you see it now, eyebrow?
Tomorrow, me tell you, man.
No, man, I'll make up something. Why you attempt to, man, I believe. Because I'll make up something.
No, man, me not tell lie. You only tell lie when you're afraid of somebody or something.
Then why you not tell me now if I have eyebrow see it now?
Tomorrow, me tell you.
Me see it now one lady eyelash in the same 70s, in her eyelash, or 60s. And they sit down neat, you know. You can hardly see it.
Oh.
All right, thank you very much, yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
We have more calls. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yes, good afternoon, Jerry.
Come again?
Yeah, Jerry, Danny and then Dan.
Wagwan.
Yeah, just come here, you a little short, you know?
Yeah.
And heal up Miss Thompson and me and all the rest of the Bess FM Constantine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Neville and Marian, all the rest. Yeah. Yes, but something may I quote you from Garvey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and say, I've come across many who profess to be leader, only to find that they are but slave to a nobler class who perform the wills of their master without question.
Yeah.
So later, listen.
No, when you put out that quotation, you know, you have to tell us something about it, man.
Oh, is Garvey
I know, you say, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say you push it out more, pushing it out and just leave it there so now it not goes that useful. You must give it some reason or explain what it's about and so on.
Oh yeah, a lot of people who pretend to be our leaders, you know. They are but slaves to other people, you know, who perform their wills without question, and that is the worst thing. Without question, when a man can tell you to do that or go there and kill your neighbor's animal, and you can't say why, sir, how, sir, where, sir, you know what I mean?
Yes, hi.
Yeah, animals also say, you know.
Yes.
The leaders of all other nations, you know, are always confined to democracy, torture, dungeon, prison, and death. But the leaders for the black race, they are generally placed in the highest position.
The leaders for the black race?
Yes, enough leaders. Yeah.
Always placed in which position?
The traitors, sorry. The traitors.
Oh, God, I couldn't understand.
Always placed in the highest position.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes. All right.
Go and listen.
Yes, man. Thanks for that.
Yeah, man. And I also say, you know, what hinder black people from striving towards their culture, you know, is that everything that black people look towards their cultural well-being is regarded as ridiculous, something to be laughed at.
Yeah.
That's why they always laugh after Rasta.
But it's not an affliction of black people, you
know. No.
But when people are in captivity, them sometimes develop certain characteristics as a result of it.
Yeah, that's why anything, I mean, African, like, you know, people always kind of ridicule it, you know. Like moko. True moko is sound like it's an African word, you know. People just say moko is the last part of the earth. And
when people get used to captivity, them talk and think differently.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to listen.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah, hi to all your fans and
yes,
again.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you very much. Yeah? Come on, next card. Yeah. Next one. Good afternoon.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's for real, man. Because for them change all them name and all them thing there.
Yes. Willingly.
Yeah. You see it? Them change up your name and change up certain thing and everything change up. But y'all feel like y'all white but your skin black. You know? But when I look on Jerry, every day I try to study that bit. No. A man I say they want to become republic. But at the same time, they mean this queen reasons and this thing where them use Jamaica money.
And them things.
Yeah, Commonwealth, yeah. Where them use Jamaica money to promote. See? And when you look at it, a really 60 year more, them people want to have Jamaica people in the same thing are going over and over.
Yes, sir. And not only that, I tell you from now, this whole anniversary and jubilee thing is about Wholeness 50th birthday also. That's one of the big things that I'm gonna glorify.
And it is about to get the people them on a track where, you know, big up them thing where them are going with, like the same queen thing there, and the same thing where them want to put the minister and the fish get the thing there, and then
no, don't say the thing there. People can understand. When they said the minister there and the thing there, people don't know is what you're talking about. Me might know what people don't know is what you're talking about.
All right, the thing where them are promote. See, because sometimes I can't remember.
Talk which thing them approach. Talk. I make people know how.
All right, the seat where them want to hold.
Who is them?
In the Commonwealth.
Who is the them?
The Jamaica government.
Jamaica want to hold a seat in the Commonwealth. All right, now people start to understand what you're talking.
Yeah. When you look at how much money them have to spend, and how much friend them have to look, and they want to continue with that thing there again.
Which thing?
See, to strong up themselves. They want to continue with the queen, and the queen, man. Seeing rule now the queen. Seeing, so when you look, you see them people don't love Jamaica people, man.
But it's today, 24th of May. You find out that them don't love Jamaica people?
No, I'm find out that long time. You know?
Yeah, but so I say it don't make no sense. We just talk about that them don't love Jamaica. We know that long time. What we must do is make more sense. Every day we can make more sense of what going on. That's why today, although we know it long time, I mentioned that this thing coming up is about Wholeness 50th birthday. But I know that long time still now. But every day I might add something or offer something where people might make more and more sense. Because it don't make no sense to dwell upon something we didn't know a long time, so them don't love Jamaica people. Not only that, another thing that become revealed. If you look on the front page of Today Gleaner, you see Wholeness announcing that them are going to take away Mandela Park in halfway tree and put it to some purpose for himself. You didn't know that? You know that? You didn't know that?
No, I never know that.
All right, so him use the excuse now during the Labor Day, them have something Labor Day down at Mandela Park, some concert. And him use the excuse then out there to say, Mandela is too much of a great man for Mandela Park be such a little place. So them will find a bigger place. But what you think happen? I want Mandela Park to do them one thing.
Yeah, man.
A set of crabbles. But we will find them because we will see them crawling across the body. I will see them sticking them finger in a lion mouth. And them say money now.
That's why I see some soldier over there one day.
Yes, man. Is there anything is it? Anything, you know, it's a build up about themselves. And so the soldier that was in there, when you see the soldier them in there, you know, say if anybody go in there, go interrupt them while they do them work, they're going to kill them same place. Because as they see them, you know, say a priority thing this. What they do for themselves.
Yeah. So you see how much thing the soldier them can do though. Some of
The
that
soldier is like the zookeeper. The soldier is like the same animal in the zoo, you know, or the same prisoner in the prison. But the more reliable one is put over the overseer over the other prisoner. And them is a zookeeper. And so on and so on. The soldier is there. The soldier is the same African who was taken as prisoner of war, you know. The soldier and police. But them give them a higher job now with double pay. Because they keep the population in check. Them not come to protect the population or keep no peace. The police in Jamaica is not no law maintenance officer. And the Jamaica Defense Force is not to defend Jamaica. They are there simply to keep the population in check. And that is why yes.
Jamaica now go on next 60 years and I'm not queen, you know. So, you don't know what go happen, you know.
I know what going on, but you try to find out what going on. I know what going on.
Oh yeah, bless her, Jerry.
All right, thank you, sir. Next one. Any more? Next one. Good afternoon, welcome.
Interesting news on the international scene, brother Jerry.
Hey, what is that?
I gather that fans of Manchester United is up in arms with the BBC.
Why?
The BBC have to be apologizing after some words came on the television screen saying Manchester United are rubbish.
Oh, yeah?
They say it was a mistake on the part of a trainee worker at the BBC.
Oh, mistake.
And yes, and I gather that many fans are not taking it lightly and they are telling the BBC about them BBC.
They're talking about the BBC.
Indeed. So many apologies going out even as we speak. They say it will not happen again. I remember one man listening to First Edition on a certain station some years ago. When a certain man was being interviewed, the man happened to be visually impaired and he said he went and did some touring and was viewing some damage that was done in a natural disaster. And unfortunately his political opponent who was on the air blurted out some words that was not fit for airplay.
You mean surprise? Words of surprise?
Yes, words of surprise. He was surprised that the man could see, but the man had vision, you know? Yeah, man, and I want to tell us that the station went silent for a few minutes, and when it came back, there was much apologies.
Profuse.
Indeed. Well, fortunately, the listeners didn't tell them about the BBC. Indeed. By the way, Jerry, I hear Mr. Carter say him watch fishes swim and it give him is a kind of therapy.
Yeah.
Well, them say to each his one, you know. But I can tell him say one thing he can use to enhance his relaxation.
Yes.
Just watch the girls them play netball live or on TV.
No man, that no make you relax. That make you tense.
Well, you might have a point there.
If you don't mind sharp, you can. If you don't mind sharp, you can keep seated.
Jerry, I know many say that football is the greatest sport on earth. But believe you me, I am not in that. I rather see the girls them shutting their stuff on the court. Indeed.
Yeah, man, but as I did say to Carter say.
Yeah.
Although some people soothe themselves by watching the fish, probably more the water.
Yeah.
The whole feeling of water kind of calm them because the fish them is usually, especially if the aquarium small, the fish is so frantic going back and forth.
Indeed.
That by itself wouldn't soothe her. But something else about the water can probably soothe her. After yesterday, I out on the water there. I was on the water.
Yeah.
I was on the waterfront for a couple hours or so, hour and a half.
Yeah.
Out of 9 mile, out of Bob Marley Beach there. And I tell you, man, the water strong and rough and some heavy current, you know, but at the same time, it's soothing, you know. People love water, man.
I feel a thing, man. As a matter of fact, I am overdue going in the waters.
Yeah.
And you know, the only fish we check for the one that we can stay underwater.
Which are
Indeed.
But you know, none that we don't stand up. You know, none we can.
Next time we'll drink to that.
Yes, all right. Cool now?
Indeed.
Yeah, man. You have any more? All right. I have a couple pieces of music to play and a few minutes left in the program, but I want to play this. We'll play this trend. Life is Just for Living by Ernest Smith. I talk about that cat again. Good afternoon. The numbers are 619-619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Ready for Ernest Smith? Have Ernest Smith? All right. Good time now. Don't check back with the live chat. The natal Basco say, Sister D. Ruben 3. Rastafari is an light. I don't need no candlelight. And she said, can't out the light of Rastafari, no time at all. It belongs a blessing to the earth strong ones. Ruben, more life, heart of love. Okay. And Bob Cosmic says, show start when Sister Marie call. Not true. And Simeon Pigeon says, Marie, feel me call her name. Oh, that's why she come. You have a call here? All right. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Where Jerry?
Oh, go on.
Yeah, fish pool, man, people.
What you say,
anyway, when Carby call you,
hold on there.
When Carby call you again, Mr. Remember come before him. One day, Dr. Daz did have him program. Our man called Dr. Daz and said, Jack, what is the cause of bad breath? And me don't know when Dr. tumble, so me get you know, me say, Jack, you don't tell him man when you two cause of it, man. Tell him someone when man bend down and table and eat it.
When man what?
When man bend down and table and eat it.
No, you talk to. When man bend down and what?
Me have fresh school, man. When man bend down on the table, bend down under the table and eat without your hand and your fork and your spoon.
Is that cause that cause what?
Huh?
That cause what?
The chief cause we have give man bad breath.
Bad breath? So when you got bad breath, you was eating on that table?
You don't mind that.
What you say?
So many people mouth, you know, when you sit on your against.
All right, you smell them mouth, but how you know how them did catch a bad breath?
People tell me.
The same person where you smell with the bad breath, them tell you.
No mind.
No, hold on.
Anyway,
hold on. The same.
Animal.
No, hold on. The same person that you smell with the bad breath, is them tell you how them get the bad breath?
You don't have to know that. You want to accept what me say? All right, animal, you see animal? Never you provoke them. My father never called me about could be about 8 or 9. In September, my brother 3 years older than me. Called me at 9, him at 13, and we make him make out 2, give me 1 piece of cow whip and so we play cowboy. Me say what you do? Say what be the cow and Jerry? The man start beat the cow. Me gonna give him 2 in September. When the cow bend down, you know. Me say me don't know where God show me wax down and me clap the cow in the center. Me come, me turn the cow with bus. And that's when shake it. That don't kill me brothers. And me say, you just don't kill me brother, the cow kill him. But me little bit and can't lock me up.
So why you don't call the program earlier in the program?
You know how long me call and make advice me. You know how long me been called. You don't ask me that.
No, man.
I say you release the number them. And me call. Enter your father sitting there. What my foolishness. You don't ask me why.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
All right, me have to go. And you nobody get no bad breath on that table again. Thank you very much. Yes, a pour in the glory. Yes, man. Let's get. All right, I'm going to just answer this one and then we'll go to Ernest Smith. Good afternoon. Welcome. Good afternoon. Are you there?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Quickly.
Yeah, man. All right. I have a little thing I want to put for your things in.
You're taking too long to start.
A couple of years ago, the U.S. was distributing gas for free to Jamaica, right?
Distributing what?
You recall that?
Distributing what?
Gas.
What?
Yeah. Gas service.
Who was distributing gas? Sorry about that. Call tomorrow. Let's hear from Ernest Smith. The poem, not the poem of glory. Life is just for living. You ever have that one? Or me wrong. But I write down this. And this me write down, yeah. All right. We have Prince Buster All Alone. All right. I hope that. All right. Let's go with Prince Buster All Alone.
All alone in the valley I roam, looking for someone to call my home. All alone in the valley I roam, got no one to call my own. The birds have their nests and the foxes have their holes. The son of man ain't got no home, he ain't got no place to roam. All alone in the valley I roam, looking for someone to call my own. Birds have their nests and the foxes have got their holes. The son of man ain't got no home, he ain't got no place to roam. All alone in the valley I roam, looking for someone to call my own.
Life is just for living. Life is just for living. See that cat sitting on the mat, thinking about what is what and who is who. That cat is me. That cat is you. See that guy staring in the sky, taking in the beat of the sun. He's having fun. That guy is me. That guy is you. Taking in today's vibrations, tomorrow's coming down slow. Taking it free and easy, that's the only way to go. Yes, I'd rather be me, rather be free, to be myself, my way, that's how it's got to